for a little bit. It's not gonna be a long stream, chat, but I am in the building. Let me make sure this is good, right? Yeah, I think we good. What's good with y'all? I'm gonna warn y'all right now. It's a very short stream. Unfortunately, I do have to do a few things today, but nevertheless, consistency. I thought that was important. Few things we should probably get into. I think we should be live on all platforms. Let me see. What are we talking about? We have the reaction from Young Dolph's Killer. We'll probably get into that a little bit. Some more lawsuits for Diddy, of course. Some fallout from the whole stream we did with Top 5. And Charleston White and YSL Woody. They're now like beefing, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, we should probably start with the obvious. What is the obvious, chat? What is the obvious? Somebody said, why even hop on? Because I want to be consistent. Like, I think I'm about to give y'all, I ain't gonna lie, probably gonna be like 2.5 hours. It's gonna be quick. I could have skipped today. I could have. But I think we've been pretty consistent, so I apologize in advance if I can't give you a 6-hour stream like I normally do. But I'll be back on tomorrow anyway, you know? It's a bunch of things happening, chat. Flacco's in town. I got some stuff. Me and Vlad do. It's a bunch of things happening. That's all that's going on. It's you know, unfortunately I can't just stream all the time, but I'm here. You know what I mean? Don't y'all respect it? Anyway, really quickly. Yo, chat. Ever since we did that Top 5 stream, shit has gone left. Well, not really, but yeah. Okay. First of all, a few things that happened. Top 5 was going, well, they're saying, yo, look at this. They say, yo, this aged well. Y'all got to check this out. This is Top 5 coming out of jail. And then they're going to, like, keep switching up to, like, him being our stream. Look at this.
I'm going to bring every community together.
The fuck, Sluggy? You leave fuck, Sluggy.
Hey, stop the violence. Positivity.
I am Drake Shooter. 2024, I am Drake Shooter.
I'm gonna bring every community together.
Fuck Smoke Dog.
Fuck Smoke Dog.
Who's Smoke Dog?
You know
he's a bitch.
I seen him on the floor with his brain. It was cooking on the floor like some scrambled eggs. I felt so bad, man.
Stop the violence. Positivity.
We comfy.
I'm comfortable. Somewhere where you can't go.
We comfortable.
It's like 7 p.m.
He went to his ops neighborhood the same night and did a walkthrough in their local park, trying to get him to come outside. This guy's something else.
What's up? What's up, y'all?
We GG walking. We don't banana walking.
GGG! Guys out here. HOC niggas out here. Basketball? Couple shots. Outside, yo.
What's your plan?
Okay. This is also after, let me see, where's the clip? The clip was, do I have it? There's a guy I guess he was going back and forth with. I guess the dude's name is K Money. Yeah. So apparently he said something on the stream. This flew over my head, pause. But,
what do you think about old Casper and old K Money? Like in the beginning of the era when they were like dropping come outside and shit.
Let me explain. They did drugs at a very young age. Their dad is a Batiman. So he touched them, and then now one is a fucking snitch, and the other one just does fucking Xanaxes and fentanyl on Queen Street West.
Queen Street, but do you respect Queen Street West as a street?
I respect every fucking block in Toronto, not those two.
Oh, never mind. Okay, one more question, Top G.
Yo, you're a fucking boy then. Why you keep telling me question after questions? Don't you think I was interrogated enough?
Because you're a goat. I fuck with you heavy, bro.
this is like undercover detective vibes right here. I ain't gonna lie.
I fuck with YG, Auntie, YG.
Get money's man.
Look, yo, is that Casper? That's K Money?
Who's that girl?
Oh, hell no. Yo, but what do you think?
Okay. Then apparently,
In
You know, just overseas
This is K Money here, I think.
and shit, living life, enjoying life and shit. Welcome home to folks. No man should be in jail, especially not no innocent man should be in jail. So welcome home to folks. But first thing the man does when he gets out, go on one of the biggest hip hop platforms in the world, and before even fixing his tooth, they're talking my name out of your protective custody ass mouth, talking about some fake snitch shit. Like, nigga, not one person in the world could ever say, K-Money ratted and got me arrested, yo, K-Money got me charged. Not one person can ever say, yo, K-Money pled out on me. He was my co-accused and he pled. Not one person can ever say, K-Money testified against me. K-Money came to court and testified. No cops could ever say K-Money ever gave them information. If that was the case, it would be on canlee.org with all the rest of the official court documents, or it would be in someone's paperwork. Somebody would have had it. I just did 7 years in general population fucking penitentiary. If the paperwork is real, why didn't it come out during the paperwork parties, you fucking goofies? Anybody that knows GP knows paperwork. You know, just
All
overseas.
right.
You're on Aiden Ross and fucking academic stream talking about gay shit. Nigga, you were just in PC. Address who's in PC. All the street niggas know who's in PC. The fucking faggots, the rapists, and the fucking trannies.
Ooh.
That's why no one wants to go to PC. And that's why King Von told the CEOs, yo, I'm gay. Bring me to PC. He's not actually going to go to PC, but he just finessed. If I say I'm gay, they're going to say, okay, we're bringing you straight to PC. Then he's going to finesse. But this nigga went to PC and got his fucking dick knocked his tooth out. Nigga. Your mom said you fucking remind her of Diddy, P. Diddy. There's no baby oil on Canteen, so you were getting it rough when you were getting fucking raped for your phone time. That's why you checked into PC. That's why you checked into segregation and started just shooting videos in segregation and using the phone by yourself. And then you stayed there for 2 years because you're like, oh shit, it's comfy living by myself. And that's why you're acting so fucking mad. 2 years in the hole is gonna make somebody act fucking crazy. The man's there capping on pussy. Bitches are calling the stream, why are you capping on my pussy? Like, do you really think those jerk off sessions in jail were actually real? You're just trying to, you're on Aiden Rock.
Oh shit. Anyway, supposedly later that night, Top 5 supposedly goes to his hood. I don't know if it's his hood, but that's what Top 5 claims he did.
We comfy.
I'm comfortable. Somewhere you can't go.
Comfortable. It's like 7.
It's kind of look like a nice neighborhood. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like a really treacherous place, but it kind of look kind of cool. I wonder what's the property value over here. Property value gotta be up. Right?
10 p.m. What's up? What's up, y'all?
No broken street lights.
With Gigi
No trash on the ground. No graffiti.
walking, we don't have an alley walk.
GGG!
They got basketball hoops and net. I'm pretty sure this is treacherous though.
Niggas out here. HOC! HOC niggas out here.
Somebody want to play basketball.
Shots.
Oh, you don't want to ask Top 5 to get a couple shots. You might get the wrong shots, brother.
We comfy.
I'm comfortable.
Oh man. Anyway, I guess this might just not be a reality right now.
There was
Top 5, are you an innocent man?
Yes, sir.
Did you have
Yes,
anything
miss.
to do with this homicide, this murder?
No. No.
So what happened? How did you end up charged? You think?
You want me to do the talking on that
Do
one?
the talking game.
I think the evidence.
Hold on. Yo, I'm sorry, Chad. Yo, they got the Boondocks going on in Toronto. This shit look crazy.
There was a
Top 5,
lot
are
of,
you an innocent man?
Yes, sir.
Did you have
Yes,
anything
miss.
to do with this homicide, this murder?
No. No.
So what happened? How did you end up charged? You think?
you want me to do the talking on that
Do the
one?
talking game.
I think the evidence against Hassan was entirely circumstantial. I think, as Justice Schreck noted in his pretrial ruling, that the case against him was not strong at all. It was very, very weak, in my opinion, and I think this is the correct decision to
my
release
dog.
Mr. Ali right now.
This is the best lawyer in Toronto, Gary Grill.
Mr. Bill, was this almost a surprise to you, based on the way
And I'm
this
missing the
was
teeth
going?
right here,
I
but
did not
I'll get
know.
it
I had
fixed.
no advance notice of what the Crown Attorney was going to do this
Yo, this nigga's like dead serious. Top 5 is on character status.
morning. I found out almost at the same time as Mr. Ali did. But we were confident all along that this day would come. It just came a little bit sooner than we anticipated.
Nah, Drake got the boy them on that case. You can tell this guy mean business. Yo, you know Drake paid the real guys for this. You get what I'm saying?
participate.
I'm gonna go buy him.
Yo, if your lawyer show up to court just like this,
You know, yo, listen, man. I'm gonna go buy him an AP tonight, man.
Top 5. A lot of your posts online are inflammatory. Police think that you incite violence. What do you say to that?
Oh, we're gonna bring everybody together. Unity. You know, unity.
Are you going to start rapping again?
Positive.
What's your plan?
I'm gonna bring every community together. Stop the violence.
With positive.
Positivity. There is
Top 5. Are you an innocent man?
Yes.
oh man, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is like a Boondocks episode for the ages, man. Riley would be going crazy. Nah, this is crazy. I know that's how the lawyers dress and shit, but still, like that guy, you could tell he's not like Diddy's lawyer. Diddy's lawyer's is trying to like have a sense of humor, personality. That guy looked like he just came to get his check and handle business. He looks like he's good. I don't want my lawyer to think everything is funny. My lawyer shouldn't be no personality. My lawyer shouldn't be talking about, man, one bottle of baby oil goes far. Hell no. Nah. My lawyer needs to just answer the questions about court and then just get the hell off camera. Anyway, not only did that happen, obviously we did a whole, multi-stream, me, Aiden Ross, and of course, Top 5. And what came out of that was an interesting moment because, people in LA did not take too lightly to Top 5 making some comments about, what his thought is. What his thoughts were on, let me see, the people who appeared in Kendrick Lamar video. Top 5. According to him, he stated on stream, he said this.
We're gonna link up in a couple days, and we're gonna do this pod in a couple. Me and Drake are gonna link up in a couple days, and we're gonna do this podcast. Shit! And we're gonna play Not Like Us video. And we're gonna look at every nigga in the video. And we're gonna do homework. We're gonna look for them niggas. I don't fuck around, play around. But Aubrey, that's my bro.
He's from Canada, Aiden Ross.
Nah, he Jewish, nigga.
Where he from?
So we all know Community World, AD, T-Rel, Pun, Duno, Smack, they do a podcast together, and apparently they reacted to that clip, and I guess they were just talking about what was going on.
Aiden Ross.
Nah, he Jewish, nigga.
Where he from?
He like, fuck it. He like,
Florida.
He like, turn this shit off. This shit trash.
So Aiden Ross.
So I guess AD brings up, there's another clip of Aiden Ross in the club. Basically, again, you got to realize Aiden Ross and Drake are very cool. Like, they're both on Kick. Both guys are Jewish. Like, they rock with each other. You know what I'm saying? Aiden Ross, club, Not Like Us. So this is what AD's talking about. Aiden Ross was in a club. His mans was vibing to the song, but he was like, cut that bullshit off. You feel me? And which makes sense. Like, Drake's your man. You know what I mean? He's not trying to be like DeMar DeRozan.
Call me a dick sucker. This shit's ass.
Yeah, he got fired, that nigga over there. Now, supposedly, this is supposed to be Toronto. Is it Toronto? I don't even know if it's Toronto.
This shit is ass, bro.
Now, anyway, that was it. Basically, he was like, yo, this shit's ass, turn it off. And I guess Community World was discussing it.
Dripping too. Oh, for sure.
So apparently Smack, who's the guy over here, he says, and again, by the way, everything is tongue in cheek. I want people to notice this, right? Like, like I seen some people start with the think pieces. Yo, this is a whole war that's gonna erupt. Motherfucker, stop it. You know what I mean? If you didn't condemn Kendrick for saying Oakland gonna be a last show, why can't other niggas just run their mouth? Everybody's running their mouth. Nobody's getting hurt. I don't care what you hear. Nobody's getting hurt or hasn't gotten hurt, okay? When Kendrick said, yo, you should die, and said, Oakland gonna be a last stop, I didn't see nobody in the uproar saying, why are you now speaking violence into existence? So now the content creators, and let's be very clear, shout out to Community World, Smack obviously has a very close tie to TDE, Schoolboy Q, obviously subsequently Kendrick, but these are West Coast guys that are more operating out of pride, and they do rock with Kendrick, but they're not Kendrick's spokesperson like DJ Head ain't spokesperson for Kendrick either. So, you know, they're just kind of, you know, again, this is, to me, I look at it as content. Niggas is acting like there's like a Toronto versus LA war. No, okay? If y'all didn't condemn Kendrick for saying somebody finna die or be a last tour stop, yo, what Kendrick and Drake did, they gave the fruit that is going to continue bearing fruit until something else happened in hip-hop that's noteworthy surrounding music. Every content creator, every streamer is going to keep using that moment, reacting to these songs, playing off their reaction as we go forward, okay? So I do want to caution everybody who's trying to make this like, oh my God, it's finally going left. Yo, what's going on? No, okay? Yes, top 5 is like that, but if you think he's that stupid to come on a very public platform and plot murders, and if you think that Smack is this stupid to come on public platforms and basically saying he's going to assault somebody, well, you should also think Kendrick was that stupid to say Oakland's going to be your last show. And I think you should die, okay? These are direct quotes, people. Don't blame me. So what I look at all of this shit is, to be honest, I look at it as literally just content. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? But and I respect either or kind of talking their shit. If I'm Aiden Ross, he probably doesn't give a fuck about hip hop beef like that, but Drake is his guy. Nah, I don't want to be in the club while and dancing to a song dissing my friend. Nah, I'm cool. If I'm Smack, be like, nigga, fuck you then. If you feel that way about Kendrick or the song, right? I agree with, not agree, but I understand both sides. And for the people who are trying to trump this up to like, oh, this is going left, I keep telling y'all this. If anybody ever get hurt or dies, only 2 people to be blamed. Drake and Kendrick. Nobody else. Okay? Okay? I don't want to hear nobody talking about, oh, no. They started talking big shit way before anybody else. And I always told y'all, the people who get hurt are never the main people. It's always the people that are the underlings. So you got to blame the people who kicked it off. Like, to be honest, for all them shootings that's been happening in Memphis, yes, that's because of the beef between Dolph and Gotti. That's it. Everybody who's going to jail, everybody who died, subsequently, is because of their beef. Let's be very clear, okay? So we can't just like start putting like, oh no, nah, everything was cool, the beef was all right until straight drop killed somebody. No, nigga, the fuck, the beef, it was up when these two was going at it and supposedly putting either hits on each other or at least talking that shit like that we're going to. That's the point. Anyway, not saying straight drop is innocent because we're going to get to his ass too soon. So Smack is talking his shit. Again, I'm not taking it that serious.
He like, fuck it. He like, Florida. He like, turn this shit off. This shit trash.
So Aiden Ross tripping too?
Oh, for sure.
Slap your bitch
He took his stand.
Banned from LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA. Nobody's gonna do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When Aiden was talking like this, I was like, damn. Yo, I be watching YouTube videos, and this is the type of confidence I've always wanted to have when the police pull me over. Yo, you ever watch white dudes get pulled over by the police? Why the fuck did you pull me over? License and registration, please. I think what the fuck? You work for me. Like, that's one of those. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh shit, that's that white privilege. Just like, wait, do you think I give a fuck about your Negro gang beef or gang history or nigga, I make 3 calls, I get your whole block, your whole hood, and whatever little hieroglyphics you throw up indicted. Like, this that white privilege right here. I call Michael Rubin, Robert Kraft, and Donald Trump, and your block will be no more. It will be a museum, okay? That's that type of talk. Trust me, okay? Trust and believe. I've always said, black people are good at scaring other black people. You ain't gonna scare like a white Jewish motherfucker with a lot of money and a reach to a bunch of powerful people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We all know this, right? 2,000 niggas get killed in Chicago. Let one white dude get hit in Chicago. Well, white dude with power, because I'll see that for later. White dude with some power, or like let it be a senator's daughter or son. Let it be a billionaire's daughter or son. Man, they are shutting down that neighborhood, man. Niggas is going to jail, okay? Not even jail. They getting executed. Anyway, this is our privilege right here. Feel me?
I'm from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA. Nobody's gonna do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in.
Yeah, this is that type of talk to say, I'll buy your block. I'll buy your mama's block. I'll buy every block around you. This is that type of talk that, let me tell you this. Aiden Ross is a 8/9 figure. Yes. By the way, he's the richest streamer. He's an 8/9 figure streamer with the connects to billionaires. That's in his orbit. First of all, he's the only one that's like under 40 at the white party. Okay, everybody at the white party, you know what type of time they're at. Yes. So again, he's talking that shit because yeah, he don't respect hood violence. I'm sorry.
In LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me.
Oh shit. No, Aiden, chill. Now here's the thing. I have to try to intervene because I like both sides. I rock with Community World. Smack is super entertaining. Shout out to 80. Me and 80 was texting. Shout out to T-Rail. Shout out to Duno. I'm very cool with them. And I'm also cool with, obviously Aiden. Here's the thing. For example, I like, Drake's my favorite rapper. Cool, right? Obviously, he has a personal relationship with Drake. Yeah, like, we like Drake's music, right? Honestly, I don't even hate Kendrick. But, sometimes, like, I might say, like, man, fuck all that Kendrick shit. You get what I'm saying? Because my favorite rapper is Drake. I don't hate Kendrick. Like, bruh, how could I hate a nigga I never met? You know what I mean? Actually, I've not met a lot of niggas I hated. Because I do hate Meek, and I never met his ass. No, anyway, no, I don't hate Kendrick. Like, I mean, Kendrick, to be honest, I've always thought that Kendrick was very complimentary to me. You know what I mean? Like, all these little mad media personalities, he could have, like, just given them the platform there. You know what he said? He said, even Ack, he looking compromised. Basically just saying, like, yo, at least what I'm taking from that is like, yo, this is the last nigga. Okay, fine, whatever. So to me, that's a sign of respect. So I don't really got a problem with Kendrick, but obviously Drake's my favorite rapper. That's just what it is. And like, yo, like, just like, I can't compare it to sports necessarily because I know niggas hate LeBron. But like, say you're a Knicks fan versus a Celtics fan. You might talk shit on the Knicks or talk shit on the Celtics because you want your team to be victorious or you want your team to get the upper hand. But you'll still watch the other team. Like, you ain't hating like that, right? Okay, so yeah, so I do like both of these guys, and I'm gonna try to bring this together. But I do see some people on Twitter trying to drum it up to be like, oh no, this is about to be where the violence kicks off. I do want to say, if violence ever kicks off, the two people's names is going to be Kendrick Duckworth Lamar and Aubrey Drizzy Drake Graham. Those are the only two. Put it, print it. I'll keep saying it. They start talking violent. Oakland gonna be your last stop. Hey, dear Sandra, I think her son should die. Yes, that to me sound violent to me. That's all, okay? I don't care if 20 niggas get killed afterwards. The blame should ultimately fold up. Like, whoever does the killing or slapping, send them to jail. But anything else should fold up onto those two men, okay? That's just the reality of it. They're grown-ass men, okay? They're grown-ass men. That is what it is. And everything afterwards, subsequent, is based on the power and influence that they have now influenced a culture and a bunch of other people who are subsidiaries or affiliates to now get into it. Yeah, them niggas could have squashed it. The fuck? The hell out of here. We're going to keep the blame on Kendrick Lamar and Drake, okay? I don't care if 3 niggas die. I'm going to be like, Drake and Kendrick, it's on you. I'm going to keep saying it.
But I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you.
Oh, shit.
Not me. I don't, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you and beat your ass. It's that simple, bro.
Well, one, who is he calling old? I ain't old.
Right.
And I swear to God, I'm gonna slap him, and even if his security is from LA.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. West Coast niggas don't ever sound like it. Well, you see when Aiden's talking, it don't sound like, I think he's talking that white boy privilege shit, which, by the way, usually have intention behind it, but it don't sound threatening. When you hear West Coast niggas, especially Smack be sounding like, yo, his voice box is destroyed by like cigarettes. I don't know what it is. Like Smack, what's the other dude? Sharp, and what's the other dude? Brick Baby. Their voice box, I don't know if they smoke like Marlboro Lights or Newport Lights or whatever. Like their voice box is just like destroyed, bro. But when they say something, I don't think it's like a haha moment. It kind of be sounding mad serious. But honestly, do I think Smack is about to like crash out on Aiden Ross? No. Do I think Aiden Ross is going to be crashing out on Smack? No. By the way, do I even believe that Aiden Ross and Smack are ever even going to be around each other? Fuck no.
They gonna get slapped too. So if he comes with a lot of town security, they really gonna get smashed. There's no fly zone for him. He just put himself in an equation that he can't get out of. Aiden Ross, no fly zone. Please let me know when you get to LA.
Aiden Ross, let me give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
What if a security guard sends you a message back like shit?
Aiden Ross, let me give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail.
Okay. Now, obviously, as I said, this is all content, but the temperature seems to be getting taken up. We do have to, hey, listen, with all due respect, and, all these people are connected to somebody who will do some shit, but community and also Figmunity World, they're doing entertaining content. Again, trust and believe. And I don't think I'm speaking for like AD and T-Rail and those guys, but I believe that if that was their energy on, I'm about to slap somebody, I'm checking somebody, I'm going to do something, I think they would have done it to Adam already. So I think they realize they're in a privileged position. They're doing content. They're talking shit, and again, it's just shit talk back and forth, right? It's shit talk back and forth. Now, I know some of y'all might be like, nah, no, it's not. But to me, it's shit talk back and forth, right? Even though I do think Aiden was taking it serious a little bit first. I think he was, I don't think he's ever gotten threats like these before. But, yeah, I'm going to holler at Aiden, bring the temperature a little bit down. But it is content. Shit, for Figmunity World, bro, I seen them being, talked about by a lot of people. And whether it was good or bad, like, shit, this was a visibility upgrade. And for Aiden Ross, I think his viewership look at this not like he's in fear or in threat, but as like good content.
For the rest of your life, it's so worth it, bro. Your shitty life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. Come on, try it. At least you'll go to jail for what, minimum 5 years in LA? What is it? I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it. And I'm gonna low-key sue you for that. You want to? I can't wait. Yo, let me get that clip again. Put that on my phone right now. Send that right to my lawyer. I promise you I'm serving you ASAP. Don't ever threaten my life again, you big bitch. Go start a family. This podcast shit's not for you. I'm not a gangster. I'm not about that life at all. That's why I said security's gonna do what they're gonna do. But now, I'm going straight to my lawyers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, you mess with a Jewish dude, he gonna definitely be like, yo, I'm going to the courts. And hey, as I said, this is content. If y'all ask me the people that would do something, like really, that would be the direct fallout of a Drake and Kendrick beef, with all due respect to everybody included, I don't think anybody included that's named are the ones, right? So again, I look at it as content for everyone else. This is what it is. All right. All good. By the way, apparently top 5 is going to be on No Jumper today. So, he's, yo, if you ever want to know anything about top 5, this might fuck you up. He's really like that in real life, but he also has an internet persona, right? So he'll be super funny, super entertaining online. Doesn't mean he's just going to kill someone online, right? If he does some violent shit, that's because that's him doing street shit outside of this. And by the way, that's the reason why he's not incarcerated for life. You know what I mean? Like, if he was, I attended a couple of the pre-trial hearings for top 5. They had a Zoom link, so I popped in there. They played a lot of like content that he was doing online, whether he was on live or sometimes he came on Twitch or whatever. And it was just him talking shit. And they weren't really proving that he did a crime. It was just kind of proving that this guy likes violence and probably promotes violence or whatever the case is. But if you didn't know, the reason why the case was ultimately tossed, it's like the Young Thug situation. Yeah, Young Thug makes his money by saying he's going to kill 50 niggas. Did Young Thug kill 50 niggas? Well, you could answer that. That's not up to me. But that's kind of like the crux of that matter there. And it worked out in top 5's favor because the prosecutor came with a lot of innuendo that was based on online, oh, yo, look, he's talking about this hood here. He's talking about this rapper here. And essentially, none of that led to anything credible about the crime he was charged with. And they were like, yo, I don't have anything. Let the guy go. So that's why he got out from that case. Anyway. All right. Good. We could get to the Diddy shit.
Me and Drake are going to link up in a couple days.
We could get to the Diddy stuff, but I do want to get to not top five. YSL, Woody, and Charleston White who are beefing. So essentially, this beef is kind of like wild, but like, if you guys like keep up with that side of the internet, YSL Woody did a No Jumper interview, and he talked about Charleston White. This is what he said on
that same boy who made that song. You know what I did to him? I made some girls beat him up in real life. Like, these boys be playing. They know not to play with me. In real life, made females beat him up.
Shoka.
Not that boy. That's somebody else's video.
All right.
How many girls is it taking?
That boy been popped. I ain't got a hole in me. So if you been hit up, go get some smoke, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that why y'all be mentioning people like, hey, man, the boy got bullet holes in him. Don't forget that.
Well, a lot of real ones got bullet holes in them.
They'll make them real because they got bullet holes in them?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
They're real and they have been shot.
Yeah, fool. You know what I mean?
But you can't respect somebody who's been shot?
I don't disrespect them. I'm just saying, bro, you been popped. You been hit up. So all that talking you doing, you supposed to been stopped that. Do something. You been shot.
So you think if you got shot, you would move around differently and have a different level of humility?
Bro, I've been shot at a lot. I move how I move. You think I'm laking?
Why do you think they missed every time?
God is good.
Yeah, because you had the one situation where you had your baby in your hand and you shot back at them.
And what was I on my way to? The hospital, right?
Yeah, you was on your...
Think I'm laking if you want. I wasn't taking no gun to no hospital, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. But the dude who shot at you, he had been over your house 2 weeks before?
Nah, it's kept.
That's not true?
Yeah, it's kept. That boy ain't had nothing to do with me getting shot at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the lies I was telling. So I tried to mislead the police. So if Elder did something to me, and I know Adam did it, I'm going to put it off on him. So 12 we look for him. Why I go get my get back on Adam? You feel what I'm saying? But the police played a dirty game. All they feel like they could tie me to much bigger stuff. So what they do is try to leak this out.
Yeah.
So that now it could turn people against me. So now I can just bow down to them. I don't care how nobody think or view of me. I live the real life. I don't live the fake life. I'm not pretending. So this how that played out.
Okay. What was it actually like linking with Charleston White? You guys seem like you hit it off perfectly.
I had a lot of respect for him. I used to watch his interviews, on YouTube and stuff, listen to the way he talk. But it seems now it's like he doing these interviews and I don't like him. You feel me? Like, he getting on the internet saying I'm a killer and all of that. Like, dang, bro. Like, man, you don't talk about none of this stuff you going to do on these platforms. Like, my respect for you, I'm losing it because it's like, dang, I got real genuine love for you. I thought that you had the same thing for me. But you want to get on these platforms and say I'm a killer and I walk around Atlanta like you trying to provoke it. Like, even with the Boosie don't respond back to who. Like, I ain't trying to have problems. I ain't out here trying to mess with nobody. I ain't trying to have beef with nobody. I done did that for like too many years of my life. You know what I mean? I'm trying to move forward with it. And I ain't trying to be dragged into nothing because I know how I can get. And you playing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and like I said, I didn't expect you to be doing this. You feel me? Because the respect I had, I put you so high up in my, you feel what I'm saying? I don't respect people that much.
Yeah.
So he kind of hurt my feeling with doing these interviews, speaking on my situation. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't proud of this stuff. I ain't proud of none of this stuff I went through.
So if you were sitting down with Boosie on a podcast, what would you want to ask?
Okay, so essentially, he did a 20v1 with Charleston White, or 20v2. And I think that podcast did pretty well.
YouTube, man, what is...
Yeah. So he did the 5 million views. Like, wow. Like, this was a huge hit. The interesting thing about these two is that I knew they weren't going to they weren't gonna last as a duo for a long time. The thing is, both guys I think have experienced the streets, but their outlook on the streets is different. Woody's in the phase of realizing that he has an opportunity to make better of his life, and he seems kind of contrite, even though he's still kind of, he won't be bullied out here, and he won't be like, oh, ridiculed, like, oh, you a snitch, and people playing his face. But he's kind of contrite about what he's done. He's talked about God. He's talked about wanting to change. He's talking about not wanting to play with the elements that allowed all the situations to happen. He don't want to be like, yeah, I snitched on y'all. Y'all don't do nothing. He's just saying, yo, listen, I defend myself, but really, I want to just do better for my life. I want to move on. Charleston White, he's made an empire of basically being the guy who, he went to jail really young and, operated in and around the streets. And he's made it the point to show the hypocrisy of the street, but also show that the street dudes are really dudes who usually prey on the weak. They have flawed mentality, flawed morals. They claim they don't like snitches, but they end up snitching. And he uses that almost as a shield, and also, he uses it in a character type of way. The reason I thought they weren't going to last as a duo, to be honest, is that I don't think Woody's playing a character. I think Woody is a liar in the sense of how he lied on the YSL stand and how he's tried to, conceal some of the stuff he's done. But I genuinely think that Woody, who probably was doing shootings for Young Thug for like $500, when he's getting $10,000, $15,000 for a 20v1, yeah, he feels fortunate. He feels fortunate that, he got out of a situation that he was probably supposed to do a long time in jail for. I mean, as crazy as it sounds, yeah, he did tell on Thug. But I do believe he feels sorry that Thug's in that situation, even though I do think he has a better you than me attitude. I don't think he's like bragging about it. I don't think he's like, yeah, nigga, I did it and what? And I think that's the thing that separates these two. Regardless, apparently they were supposed to do an interview with Say Cheese, and apparently it didn't happen. And from what I was told, they fell out. Where is it? They said Woody went live and was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. YSL Woody. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he went live on his page. Charleston White. Where is it? Is it the last day or maybe last 2 days? Sorry. Where is it? Actually, you know what? Let me just play Charleston White side first. So that's on Say Cheese. Here we go. I'll play like about 5 or 6 minutes of both. It's really, both of them are going crazy.
My used to be publicist that I fired. Come on now. They in his ear. I got the text message. Say, man, they in my ear. I know they in your ear. I know you got a broke trying to manage you. Trying to play like yo man, that broke. She stay down the street from my Joe Blow driving a Honda. You got a broke managing you. You go take any kind of booking. That's why you doing with Shamar, and you don't even want to do it. Come on, my everybody broke. So you got to do this broke. Yeah, that done made me mad, Sean. They got me, and I want all the smoke. And I want all the smoke, my with whoever. Give a f about no gang banging, snitch, turn 20 versus 1 star. I don't give a f about nothing. Give a f about a mother thing. Got me f***ed up. And the don't know what she doing. The nigga being misguided all this motherfucking life still to this day. Now come crash out on me. Yeah, that done made me mad. Yeah, I done tried to pack fire and play fire with it. Got me f***ed up. And then Barry White, whole ass over there. Man, this nigga got me f***ed up, homie. Everybody, and listen, they can't get no interviews if they don't use my name. I come to find out the bitch been using my name. I had to tell that say, quit using my name. I don't want to do nothing with that nigga. That nigga shot up the motherfucking neighborhood. I work with niggas that walk in redemption. All my niggas done kill somebody, but they walk in redemption. So once I saw the nigga was trying to redeem himself, yeah, I f with him. Oh, he go to church? Okay, yeah, I f with him. But now that kept trying to do interviews with me, and now I ain't doing nothing with that nigga, my nigga. So once he done the Danger Project, but you couldn't have done the Danger Project without using my name. So his manager trying to play like she knows something. She ain't a girl. Man, don't know what to do. He's so confused and misguided. But one thing I know, he ain't no lawyer. He turned on Thug now. He'll turn on me too. The nigga turned on Thug. People in his ear. So it's easy to get in his ear and do the nigga like a puppet. I don't f with niggas that cause harm to their people.
Wait, who's in his ear?
His team, the that used to work for me, that was telling my wife about my girlfriend. The bitch was going to go tell my wife about my girlfriend. Was all in my wife business. And my wife business, that's how the bitch got fired. Being in me and my wife and my girlfriend business, that's how that bitch got fired. Being in my motherfucking personal business. Charleston, you need to pick between your wife and your girlfriend. You need to stay out of it. You ain't even got no business speaking on. So that's who it is real. Because I'm trying to show the nigga how to get real money. I'm trying to show when you come here, you ain't got to give her a percentage of your Say Cheese TV interview, my. I set it up for you, and I ain't getting nothing off of it.
That's real.
I'm setting it up for you, and nobody gets a percentage of this, my. Come on. That's what they mad at. I'm going to show them how to get paid directly. I got the TV networks. Mediating between Ryan with the sauce for me to talk to him to say, hey, Woody, can you stop doing so many 20 versus 1s? The 20 versus 2 with you and Charleston surpassed so many numbers. The television networks want to turn this into a series. We already got the script wrote out. Can you tell him slow down? They won't listen to nobody because they all poor and broke. Y'all go watch the Say Cheese TV interview to get the rest, baby.
So do you think that's the agenda to divide y'all because it brings in more revenue
for him though?
Parties?
Because I'm gonna show him. Just think, his road manager and his manager both used to work for me, and they don't know a motherfucking thing. Both of them dumb and stupid. He ain't too intelligent his motherfucking self. Dumb, and dumber.
What is the video?
Dumb, and dumber. So I'm showing him, my nigga, you used to be a gang-banging nigga. I'm a game nigga. I'm smart. I'm sharp, nigga. I can show you rather than tell you. Let me show you, my nigga. I f with you. I see you have some remorse for what you done. I see there's some empathy. But my nigga, you can't show it in these 20 versus 1s. Pull back from all the, and let's get you a documentary. Right now we got your present story. The world have come to know you from being a shooter, turned snitch, turned court witness, turned YouTube star. But we don't have your backstory. How did you become a shooter? How was you raised? Where was you raised? What's the trauma? What's the abuse that caused you to become so violent where the FBI will have you listed and documented as Atlanta's top 10 most violent criminals? You still have victims on the back end, brother. Have you forgotten about that? So how can I walk with you with who I am in the community if we can't go get the backstory of who you are where we can walk with redemption with you? So that's what I was telling her team to do. His team. Telling him, say, homie, you need you a documentary. We need to get the backstory of who you are.
Yo, could somebody send me the Woody's version too?
Him and his team got mad because on a platform, I identified him as.
I remember that.
He went on No Jumper to speak against me. I had been calling him days before that interview, not knowing he was mad at me. He could have easily picked up the phone and said, bro, why you do that?
Okay.
I noticed his team intervened and said, hey, we don't want him talking about Mechanicsville. But y'all didn't intervene when he talks about Charleston. When the narrative was, you have shotting up people. So you get mad at me for speaking about you being a killer when it's documented who you are and what you are, only for you to turn around 10 minutes later and talk about how many nightclubs you done shot up over the weekend in Atlanta. That's it. So I finally get in touch with him when I go to Atlanta. That's how you seen me and him at the aquarium. I wanted to go to the aquarium just to clear my mind, see something different, get off, you know. So I invited, come on, nigga, me and you, let's go to the aquarium. Because I wanted to talk to him about what the network was saying. He bring his girl, his daughter, and the big ass nigga Barry White. Hoe ass Barry, the dick right.
Okay, let me give a little bit of Woody's take.
Bro, for real, bro. Come on, man. Barry White, Angel, them. What is you doing? You caught me. Who don't do these 20 verse 1 ain't gonna way out, and then you doing 20 verse 1. Man, you ain't really got nothing going on. You don't want money. You want clout, bro. Everything you do is about clout. Clout. You and the rest of these boys out here about clout. Every time you with me, yes, sir, you talk to me with respect, and I talk to you with respect. But as soon as you go somewhere else, you want to be...
I might be wrong in saying this, but I'm going to keep it a bean. I think that Woody, he's getting money from this shit, but Woody's like a dirty street nigga, man. Like, I think he's fortunate for that. But even listen to his interview, I think he did with Dan's Project. Like, I don't think he's fully yet understood that he's like a content creator. And this hype is going to fade. And yes, you're going to have to keep making more content to keep getting paid. And, you know, he says he doesn't want clout, which I agree. Like, I think a lot of his moves is like, we're tuning into him, not him trying to get us to tune into him. Let's be honest, right? And so I kind of agree with him with that. Charleston White's a content creator to me. You know, like, Charleston White is a content creator. I don't think Woody has passed or crossed that bridge yet. So I think that's another part of their disagreement.
Disrespectful. Like, come on, bro. You grown, right? You a grown man. You ain't scared of that. You don't want no... Man, come on. It's just sad, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You claim that you this type of person, but look at all the stuff you doing, bro. Come on, man. Like, seriously, bro. Like, yeah, you thought you gonna come out there and be you. I moved around your whole town. No security, no weapons, no nothing. Only faith in God. I ain't standing nothing nobody talk about on no internet and in real life. If somebody want to bring harm to me, then so let it be. But other than that, man, I'm not living my life in fear of no man. Straight up at all, bro. Like, for real, you chasing clout. You only got plugged with Say Cheese TV. Who care about Say Cheese TV? No disrespect to what he got going on. But hey, man, if he gonna allow you to miss out on interfere with what he got going on, then that's what you call stupid.
So another part of their beef is that, like, you know this new lane of, like, these guys who used to be like killers or whatever, street dudes. You know, I blame Vlad for it. Not blame, but I blame or give credit to Vlad. Vlad started bringing these guys on, giving them insane clout, but then they start getting paid, right? For example, like you think about some of the guys who probably wouldn't be lit other than Vlad. Vlad pays him $20,000, $30,000 an interview. What that turned out to be is these other guys, like, you know, you get the Ant Glizzies, you get the FYBJ Mains, you get these other guys. They show up on a platform at first, and then people are like, oh, you're kind of funny. The person who does it sees the views and say, oh, shit, maybe I could keep milking this cow, pause. Good, and I'm actually happy for these guys because these guys realize, all right, well, if Vlad's going to get paid, let me ask for a check because he's now using my personality and my stories. Cool. And using it consistently at that. And also, you know, what people be thinking that, like, you know, I interviewed OT7 Kwani. I think OT7 Kwani was offered money to do some interviews. He didn't do it. Why does he do it with me for free? He does it with me for free. Obviously, a musician, there's a quid pro quo there, right? Like, yo, you're going to give us promotion by putting out this interview that's hopefully entertaining and insightful. That's going to gain maybe not only our fans interested in what music we're going to put out, but maybe other fans are going to be like, oh, this guy got a good story. Let me go check out his music, right? So that content is to bring more interest to him, give context to the music, and hopefully increase the demand of people who want to watch him perform or watch him, make these music videos. for these street dudes, and I don't blame him. Like, you don't have a product to sell, right? So if you interview on Adam's platform 20 times and you're FYBJ Main and he's getting 1 million views every time, like, he's running up the money, you're not running up the money. So at that point, you're like, well, listen, just break down the money with me and it makes sense for me. And honestly, these days, I think people like watching these guys interview. Like, I just interviewed Nardo Wick. Like Nardo Wick, but boring. Nigga's boring. They ain't got shit to say. Nigga don't got much drama. They ain't got nothing jumping off the page to say. Basically, go check out his music, right? Cool. Interview it's kind of slow, right? If you interview Woody, Woody's now like this street character. And that's what hip hop, like a lot of like the shit that's getting the views is these guys are like street characters, not even rappers. Just being able to tell a story, entertaining, got a personality you like. His personality got derived from being on the stand. Charleston White personality got derived from this character that he's like someone who'll tell. Like, he's like the guy from the Boondocks. So again, that's the new wave. Charleston White is trying to break out of that. And I can tell he's trying to break out of that because Charleston White, for the most part, will charge a lot of the newer content creators trying to get a viral video by having him on. He'll charge them $10,000, but if he's going to come link act, he's going to do it for free. Right? You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't interview him all the time. I'm pretty sure Say Cheese pays him because they have a great relationship, and he does it like Boosie, like all the time, right? But why does Charleston White do my platform for free or have? Well, it was a chance to expand his audience and demographic, right? Okay, it's also like a little notch on the belt. Pause. All right, I do Axe platform. Gives me a bigger audience, a little bit more people come, pause. And then my price could keep going up. It's like CNN, right? You're not like, these guys are charging, like Charleston White at this point charging $10,000, $15,000 an interview. If CNN wants to do an interview with him, he's not charging them $1. You get what I'm saying? So Charleston White gets that thing. Lil Woody is clearly fresh off the block. The nigga used to be robbing people for $20. So for him, because he doesn't understand this content creator space at the moment, he's not trying to, number one, maintain whatever clout he has, or he's not even trying to increase it. So that's why you don't see him clout chasing. Instead, he's just taking what comes to him. And for him, he's like, well, a lot of people are coming to me with money, so I'm not doing nothing for free. Obviously, again, the opposite mindset for Charleston White is he's trying to get to bigger platforms. If, Piers Morgan hits him up, no charge. A YouTuber with like 5K followers or even 20K, you got to pay, right? Again, he's treating it like a content creator. Woody's just not treating none of this like a content creator. So that's why they're also having a falling out because Woody's saying, why the hell would I do a free interview? Like, and Charleston White saying, no, this is like a bigger play. Like, he's not getting it though.
Other than that, bro, I ain't no type of gopher. Yeah, y'all think I'm a gopher, and I let y'all think what y'all want to think. I let y'all say what y'all want to say because I taught myself not to let words get to me. But when you gonna get on here and try to bash other people that been good to you, bro, come on, man, cut the shenanigan, bro. Come on, man. Man, you friend, bro. Like, at an all-time high. You mad 'cause I ain't do an interview. You want me to go sit down with somebody, TV show, all this stuff in your benefit. You call my phone 100 times. I'm forwarding you to the voicemail. I'm not responding back to your text message. You want to read half of the text message. Read the whole thing. I told you, bro, don't get on your platform speaking on my name. I asked you nicely, bro. You tell me I'm a killer, I'm this and that and third. You can't name nobody I killed, bro. You can't name nothing about me. You come around, you ill hustle, and you try to go on these platforms and tell my story, but you just don't know I'm feeding you wrong information because I know this is what you do. Yeah, everybody think I'm stupid. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, keep thinking that. Come on, bro. Straight up, man. You grown, man. You too old for that. Get that hate out your heart, bro. All that jealousy stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. Gotta remember, bro, most people gotta come tell them. I don't care about leaving them. Like I said, bro, you lying, bro. You know I'm on papers and everything. You get on the internet lying to me, I'm looking for guns. What I need a gun for in Texas? What I need a gun for? I don't got no problem with nobody out there. What I need to walk around looking for guns for? If I feel like I'm be put in harm's way, I wouldn't even go. I don't go places I gotta carry a gun. I feel like I gotta carry.
Now, and I'm agree with Woody on that one. I think that was wrong by Charleston White. Even if Charleston White's a paranoid guy. You could clearly tell that, he's making it look like no one wants to harm him. But no matter how gay Atlanta is, like, trust me, there got to be one nigga who's like, nah, I'm gonna kill Woody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know Atlanta is the home of the Batiman and the snitches. We all know that at this point. But there's definitely some brave niggas down there. And I'm pretty sure one of these people are like, man, I'm going to try this guy. I'm going to try to kill him. So Woody doesn't take that for granted. And like, you know, he's always trying to be on his P's and Q's. Again, him just being a street nigga, wherever he goes, he feels he needs a gun. You go to another state, he's trying to get a gun. And again, maybe not him, but people around him. But Charleston White went online and said, yo, Woody wanted to, like, you know, get a gun. He was looking for a gun.
Got real. That killer came out in his eye. Listen, but I listened. Man, people was in my ear. I already through her. Yeah, that's why I got to get away from him. He go crash out. He don't know how to, and he's too easy to be manipulated. I know a little bit of your backstory. I think if we can get you. Now she trying to get the rental car for him. I done already sent my wife to go get the rental car yesterday morning for him. I'm over at her. So I'm trying to show him. But I done led the horse to water. I can't make him drink. This is where I walk away and lead the horse.
Now, me personally, I do think that Charleston White shouldn't have brought none of this to the airwaves. A lot of times business goes wrong, and it goes wrong behind the scenes. And unless, well, I guess, yeah. Let me stop because I think Woody brought it on air first. He brought it on air with saying he don't rock with Charleston White. So let me stop. But still, I don't think he should have said the whole thing about, yo, he's not. He basically said that Woody was looking for guns. Like, Woody's on probation. You know what I mean? Like, the snitching shit is whatever, but he's still on paperwork.
Barry, they're riding with him. Don't forget he got victims, nigga. Y'all playing. But of course, I think everybody play. Nah, I don't want to do nothing with you, my nigga. You ain't my kind of nigga. I'm too sharp. And I told that nigga, you ain't ready for the big stage because I told you last night and last week. Yeah. That was bad PR. And then don't y'all forget while y'all laughing and smiling with him, there's some people on the other side crying and frowned up on him. And then here come the prophecy. In real time. So now the prophecy is fulfilled. Y'all love to snitch, like I told y'all.
Anyway.
My street nigga rules. Abroad and going on, but talking directly to you. Tonight, we got personal invites. People who know me know, man, that nigga, they're gonna become less accessible because they don't know what they put money off of it with a YouTube because I'm a victim for my victim compensation.
All right, anyway.
They stopped it and they
he basically says he brought him somewhere and the guy was trying to get guns, which is like, I'm gonna keep it a being with you. I understand why he might try to be getting guns. Yes, he should have security and shit like that, but Woody knows somebody's trying to kill him. Somebody's definitely trying to kill him. Anyway, hopefully they figure it out. I don't think they're going to work together well. I think Woody is trying to get past this, and if his clout continues, he's cool with that. But I think for him, he thinks he's made the money of a lifetime and he never thought he could make, but he's not trying to, you know, boast or brag or live in that moment of, oh, you're the killer who snitched. I don't think that's really what he want to do. If anything, his story sounds like that of one of PTSD, redemption, understanding that, yo, listen, yeah, I did do some selfish shit, but niggas did selfish shit to me too. Just understand my side, and even if you think I'm whatever, snitch, whatever, just don't disrespect me in my face because I've never gone for that. I think that's his story, honestly. So I don't think him and Charleston's going to get along because Charleston's one of them shit-talking, you know, like he's playing this character, which is, by the way, highly effective. All right, looks like it's all going down, people. Another person has popped out when it came to Diddy. Another victim, yes. This is so crazy, Chad. I kid you not. There's a new victim. I was actually thinking this victim was Gina Hyo, but it's actually not because she did the interview and she recounted like a couple years of being with him that was before the time frame that this new woman is talking about. But Diddy is facing his 12th lawsuit. And it was filed by a woman who is known in the lawsuit as Jane Doe. Clearly, she's hiding her name. There's another woman, which was a 17-year-old, who was going as Jane Doe. Subsequently, the court claimed, or not claimed, made a ruling to say she has to identify herself for the case to go forward. Jane Doe is a way you could protect yourself. You could file anonymously. Obviously, when it comes to situations like this, Diddy has a public-facing image. You might have a private, profile that this lawsuit could bring shame and other things that could, hurt you as a victim, in addition to what you're alleging, if it happens to be true. So new documents filed on Friday obtained by TMZ of Jane Doe is claiming that Bad Boy Records founder repeatedly assaulted her over a 4-year period, says one of the encounter even resulted in her getting pregnant. She ended up suffering a miscarriage. The anonymous woman is represented by the attorney Joseph L. Ciascio, which, by the way, I looked him up. He is a notorious personal injury lawyer out of New York City. She claimed that she met Diddy overseas in the fall of 2020 and was invited to join the rapper on an all-expense-paid trip. I will say this. There's so many women now. I happen to follow some of these women, so I see them all the time. Every weekend I see them on, like, private planes, or they're going somewhere, or I see them on trips. You never see no guys around. Sometimes you see them with other women. And I'm going to be very honest. That's the thing that's happening in the industry. You have these rich guys or rappers. Doesn't have to be executives like Diddy, just rappers. They'll fly out like 20 girls. They might end up shooting a music video. Everything is all expense paid. Sometimes these girls, if they're strippers, they'll ask for like, I'm gonna miss a week of work. Let me get 2 bands, 3 bands. And essentially these women fly out and, again, it's from what I've seen and how these rappers have done it. Cause like they talk about it. Again, I don't know if that's what Diddy was doing, but what I'm telling you, this is very public. Like this is like, I want to say every other rapper does this, but it's almost understood. Like these women, they're going there to fuck. Like it's like a fuck trip, but they get to be on a private jet. They get to go to Dubai. They get to be in Turks. They take mad pictures. You never see the guys. They just look like they're just like vacationing. But basically, to me, I feel it is escorting, right? You're coming out there. They give you a couple $1,000s. You're over here bragging on the gram, like basically advertising your services or your body to the next person who's going to fly you out. And then eventually you just get fucked. And for the most part, it looks like that's like normal in the industry. Anyway, that's what this seems to be describing. I'm not saying that this woman implicitly agreed or knew that she was getting flown out on an all-expense paid trip to have sex with Diddy or anybody else. But that's what's being alleged, okay? Again, I only give you some of the context here. And yes, we're not defending Diddy. Like, there's too many allegations. At this point, if there's smoke, there's probably fire. Also, we got to take every allegation and be like, who knows if it's true? But even if it's true, if it's not true, like, we're not gonna like make too much about everything. All we know is Diddy was on some creep shit, clearly, right? All right. So the woman says she saw Diddy regularly between 2021 and 2022 with the rapper and his team arranging for her to meet up with him at his homes in LA, New York, and Miami. So basically she was a fly out thing, okay? Yo, I'm having a good weekend. I'm going to the Bahamas. You want to come through? Pay for your flight. That's what it seems like, right? Cool. However, she claims she did not travel at her own volition. That's a little dicey. You're getting flown out, but didn't want to go. I gotta find the actual lawsuit, because why would you describe it as a all expense paid trip and then say, I didn't fly out of my own free will? Okay. All right. She claims she didn't travel at her own volition, claiming Diddy and his staff would use coercive and harassing language to make her agree. I got to find the lawsuit, because I got to see what language could he use if you're not in the same place as him. He doesn't employ you. He supposedly really has no, like you weren't relying on him financially, I guess, right? At least initially. Later, she claims that she was, because she claims he would tell her not to work. But how would he force you to fly out? Okay, whatever. She says drivers would show up at her home to take her to Diddy, which left her felt like she had no choice in the matter. The woman also alleges that Diddy uses spiked drink alcohol beverages as a way to force her to do his bidding. Now, you see, this allegation here, I think, what you're going to see with civil suits is that you're going to see like a MO, a modus operandi, which is basically, whether it's true or not for this woman, it's probably a very easy thing to claim because like it's kind of what we've seen in most of these lawsuits. So again, she was talking about 3 or 4 years dealing with this guy. If she sat there and let Diddy spike her, well, let me not say, obviously she's claiming she didn't let him do shit. But damn, she knew this nigga was spiking her drink for 3 years? God damn, all right. Saying that Diddy forced her to have sexual intercourse in April 2022 when she was at his LA home. She claims to have sustained physical injuries from her encounters with Diddy, including one during spring break 2022, where she said she was left with purple bruises and a bite mark on her feet. She said she doesn't remember how she got the injuries. Okay. Did he do it? Did another woman do it? Did his dog do it? Did another girl? Like, whatever. Okay. The woman also accuses Diddy of forcing her to take ketamine and other drugs in July 2022, which resulted in her blacking out. It was after the alleged incident she said she got pregnant. Wow. So she's alleging she got pregnant after being forced to take some drugs. She blacked out. Clearly, I would guess she had sex. And I guess it must have been unprotected. And I'm guessing he must have ejaculated in her. And she became pregnant. Okay. According to the suit, one of Diddy's associates called her repeatedly, harassing her to get an abortion, but says she ultimately suffered a miscarriage. By the way, in subsequent media postings of this, they've identified the associate who called her repeatedly as Young Miami, if you guys don't know. I'll actually pull that up. Young Miami. Diddy is making his rounds around now. The lawsuit alleged Diddy impregnated the victim and Young Miami forced her or to get an abortion. Yeah. Oh, USA Today. Let me just go to USA Today. Cool. Let me take off my ads off of this too. They're going to be tight if I don't. What the fuck? This shit is slow as hell. Yeah, did I hear Pluto upstairs, man? This nigga always crying. All right, Jesus Christ. What's up with my computer? I think Diddy's hacking me. Pause. All right, pause on this. All right, good. All right, here we go. So, yeah. So it apparently it happened until July of this month, which this is a thing. Again, I'm not playing interception or whatever or defense for Diddy, but we do have to ask these questions if we're being fair, people. Could we be fair, or should we just say fuck Diddy and be like, fuck it, just could we be a little bit fair? There is a question to ask. If this is a recent event, I'm wondering if she was interviewed by the feds. Did she testify in the grand jury? Will she be a witness? Or, who knows? She could have been too scared to. We get it. But we're now at our 12th victim or alleged victim who's making these allegations. And that indictment look a whole lot thin because it only has one, which is Cassie. Obviously, a civil suit, these are allegations, just like a criminal suit, except, civil suit is the pursuit of money or some type of restitutional, compensation. I'm wondering if these people tried to get this guy locked up, try to work with law enforcement. Has these claims been vetted by law enforcement, right? I think some of these people, remember I was saying to that guy that came on with, what's his name? I wasn't defending Diddy. I said, I personally believe that Lil Rod lawsuit, there's probably some truth mixed in with the lies, but I do think if these civil suits aren't like bare bones of just factual information, you also put the feds in a pickle, right? Because if they used you as a victim, you filed a lawsuit already. They're going to come back. Diddy's lawyers are going to use your lawsuit and be like, well, she made these accusations. Like for example, the Lil Rod lawsuit. He claimed he put pictures of women that were supposedly underage. Diddy's lawyers fired back, and the women themselves spoke out to say, hey, that was me in the picture. I'm not underage. So if he's a victim and you use him in a federal case, Diddy's lawyer's going to have a field day. Yo, hey, his victim lied already, or at least misrepresented the truth in the original filing. So I do kind of wonder why we aren't seeing these mountains of women represented in the criminal case against Diddy. Now, granted, and we have to be fair, it's early. A superseding indictment is going to come. And I think there's going to be a new wave of victims. And I think those victims, we're going to then look into their stories a little bit more, because a lot has been made about the Cassie stuff, which rightfully so, because I think we all agree that Cassie was going through some shit, right? Even if you believe some stuff was consensual, you're like, come on, bro, this nigga was beating her ass. He was doing a lot. That boy was going crazy on Cassie, right? Cool. But yeah, this one basically says that she was a victim up until July. His house got raided in March. It was announced that there was a grand jury being impaneled in May. So she was still being victimized. I'm wondering how she gets a lawyer to file a civil suit and doesn't just go screaming at the HSI and the DA, or not the DA, the AUSA, to say, hey, I'm one of the victims right now. Anyway, regardless, and these are just things to think about. The lawsuit's popping up now. Okay? Cool. The lawsuit includes startling allegations, including claims that Combs forced an unnamed woman to have vaginal intercourse without her consent, drugging her and impregnating her. The lawsuit alleges that Combs and his staff recorded. Now, this is going to be very important. What hasn't been made about, Damian Williams, the guy who's the AUSA, he has not specifically spoke to what has been found on the seized surveillance tape, or what has specifically been found on the seized electronic devices. Now, if we're hearing that Diddy was like this guy who used to film, and we've heard it even in the indictment and other allegations in terms of the civil suits, that he was doing it like he thought he was a Steven Spielberg of porn, are there videos? Did he do a clean sweep? Like, I would imagine like Diddy's he's far from dumb. But he definitely was arrogant. You don't think that when he started seeing, like, this to me would be the ultimate, show of arrogance. You get sued by Cassie and you pay up in a day. Subsequent lawsuits start coming out, and you still got the videos. You shouldn't even have any video of you having sex. All of those should be like, again, niggas gonna try to cover up their crime. You would think, all right, everything's deleted. This is the reason why police do raids, right? And they do it as quickly as possible, like before you could delete it. So before you could delete it, before you could tamper with anything, we got you, nigga. There was like 4 months. Like, I can't imagine, which maybe he's probably still didn't do it, because probably that arrogance. Now, again, that baby oil thing is a little bit, circumstantial, right? Because, again, me just personally, I just don't identify that with just as a sex product or a freak off product. But obviously, the enormity, 1,000 bottles of baby oil looks crazy, right? Maybe he didn't give a fuck, right? Because if just on an optic level, right? Even if you're doing some consensual kinky thing, you have these little pink handcuffs, little pink handcuffs you get from Spencer. Nigga, that's the time to throw them bitches away. Like, you don't, in case the feds ever come in, you don't want them to look like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, was this part of, like, you want everything to be clean. So maybe Diddy didn't delete anything, but we haven't heard any specific word about what was found, or even if there was an allegation to the fact of, Diddy deleted it, or no, he cleansed his whole surveillance system before the feds got in there, right? It looks like they got some shit, but they haven't told us what. But we keep hearing about him recording these sexual encounters, right? And apparently it was without her consent, and he caused her to be afraid for her safety and anxiety and depression. The lawsuit also alleges that Combs continued to contact the alleged victim in order to control her actions and autonomy. Okay, so maybe she was one of the people that he was contacting after the lawsuits to be like, yo, anybody reach out to you? Any feds? You good? Who knows? In a statement provided to USA Today on Friday, James Doe's attorney from New York-based firm Nipolai Shiknulik called out Combs and said no one's above the law. Powerful figures in entertainment have long exploited artists and fans. Recent high-profile lawsuits aim to hold these celebrities accountable, potentially transforming industry practices and providing justice for victims. Attorney Marie Napoli said in a statement, "Fame and wealth do not protect Sean Diddy Combs from serious allegations of sex trafficking and abuse." And Diddy's lawyer didn't respond for comment. He could talk about the baby oil, not about his new charge, at least yet. I'm playing around because they probably reached out to him like 5 minutes before they published this. Jane Doe first met Diddy in the fall of 2020. Overseas after he invited her on a trip, the lawsuit alleges. After visiting him in 2022 in Miami, the lawsuit says she woke up and her feet were purple, bruised with a bite mark on her heel, stating that she was unaware how she got the injuries. The lawsuit states that the Jane Doe was compelled to ingest an unknown substance before learning that it contained the drug ketamine and or other substances, which led to her blacking out, losing consciousness intermittently. Later, she took a pregnancy test, which was positive. The lawsuit alleges the City Girls rapper Young Miami, whose legal name is Carisha Brownlee and is the apparent ex-girlfriend of Combs, harassed Jane Doe, repeatedly calling her and telling her to have an abortion. The Jane Doe later had a miscarriage and claimed she did not speak to Combs or a member of his camp for 3 months. USA reached out to Carisha for comment. She has not responded yet. Then in late 2022, the lawsuit alleges that Combs began communicating with Jane Doe again, beginning to compelling her to travel with him again. He would harass her through text messages, calls, third parties, until she agreed, according to court filings. During her visit to Combs, the lawsuit states he made the alleged victim perform a show for him, giving her alcohol and other substances until she ultimately passed out. Then she would wake up with no recollection of what had occurred and how she got the injuries. The alleged behavior continued until July of this year. During an instance in July, the lawsuit states that Jane Doe tried drinking water, which tasted strange, and made her feel unwell. The next morning, she felt ill and confused and could not remember what happened the night before, and the bedroom was in disarray. The lawsuit alleges that during the 4-year span, Combs consistently pressured her into the bedroom, adding other men and women, despite her saying she did not want others involved. He made threatening jokes, and the alleged victim feared for her safety. If she failed to comply with his demands, the lawsuit said, noting that she was also forced to witness him slap and abuse other women. The lawsuit also alleges that Combs tracked her location, monitored her conversations. He would refer to her statements made by her when Combs wasn't present. Okay, so he was tracking conversations. He discouraged the alleged victim from working, the lawsuit states. And when she would try to be financially independent, Combs would pay an allowance as a form of control. Do y'all think that she was telling Diddy, yo, Diddy, I want to get a job? And Diddy's like, no, you can't get a job. Take this allowance. Possibility. Who knows? I mean, I could see it. I see a lot of girls on the gram. They're usually begging to get a 9-to-5, a job. It's usually just men who are usually telling those same women, please don't work. Just take pictures on the gram, third straps, and I'll pay you an allowance. Makes sense to me. The alleged victim is seeking an unspecified amount of damages from Combs. The lawsuit is one in a long list of legal troubles for the Hollywood heavyweight producer. He's currently in custody after 2 judges denied his legal team's argument for release on $50 million bond. Okay. Is there anything else about the civil suit? Okay. So, this is what I'm getting from this, okay, people? This might be a victim. This might be a victim, people. However, we don't know. And I think what we could possibly say at this point is that 12 allegations, Diddy, you a creep. Now, him being a creep, is he a sex trafficker? That should be proven in court. Is he an R word? That should be proven in court. But we're hearing, if you hear 12 people say a weird story about a person, I think we could say that nigga weird, right? That nigga's creepy. As far as breaking the law, we should leave that up to the people who will ultimately decide that, which would be a jury of his own peers, and subsequently the judge who will potentially sentence him. All right. Now, what's happening, however, is that all the victims are coming out of the woodworks. And this becomes something very interesting, right? Because you don't want to ever tell someone they're not a victim, but you also like could have the normal questions. Well, why didn't you come out earlier? Why are you waiting until now? Their response could be, well, we were in fear, like he was free, he could have done something to us. And you know, at this point, it feels like the end game. It felt like, you remember when Bill Cosby were getting like 2 or 3 people a day just accusing him? Well, we now have apparently 50 women, which seems like almost damn near a class action lawsuit. There's another lawyer. He's repping supposedly 50 victims. See, a Houston-based law firm has represented more than 50 alleged victims who say they have faced sexual assault and abuse from Diddy. Damn, Diddy body count is crazy, ain't it? Yo, how does 50 people even link up with one lawyer? What the hell? 50 victims who say they have faced sexual assault and abuse from Diddy and his associates, and they're predicting the group will keep growing as the case progresses. Attorney Tony Busby has made some serious allegation in his firm's IG posted, and we're going to read that in a bit, saying the group of men and women who came forward, keep in mind, men and women, who came forward have gut-wrenching stories about what went down at Diddy's alleged freak-off parties. He detailed the alleged mind-boggling violations against them as debauchery and depravity exacted by powerful people. He claims that some of the accusers were minors, and that's going to be a very big thing. I do think, if anything, the prosecutors have to be seeking out minors who have credible stories that could be vetted and could be used in a court of law against Diddy, because I think absolutely if there is one undeniable victim that happens to be a minor, he probably won't proceed to trial at that point, right? Because, you know, the whole sex trafficking thing, I believe, even with his lawyer saying he's going to take the stand, it's about it's circumstantial in a sense of Diddy's going to say, you know, we've seen his lawyer kind of roll out the red carpet for this defense already. Yo, this whole thing with Cassie is that we were in a toxic relationship. She put her hands on me. I put my hands on her. And I'm pretty sure, like, Diddy's going to, like, if he gets on the stand, he's going to admit to beating her, right? Like, it is what it is. Obviously, that's not what he's going to potentially face the majority of the time for. So he's going to, you know, to be believable, you're going to have to say some shit. You got to admit to some shit you did. I'm pretty sure he's going to say, yeah, we put hands on each other, but the reality of this is that we were in love. And, you know, was I a faithful man? No. Did I find out that she was unfaithful? Yeah. And we eventually fell apart. We had certain kinks in certain ways that we made love consensually for years. And it was only after her fate and circumstances changed when I left her, or we exited the relationship, and she got with the person she was cheating on me with, and she fell on hard times. She then decided 6 years later that all the things that we did for 10 years were not consensual and that she was forced. That's what I believe is going to be the story. But is the story for Cassie, or that's the defense that I think they're going to roll out for Cassie. If there's a minor in there, there is no defense for that. You should never been with them. The only thing you can say is like, oh, they lied to me. Like, no. If there's a minor in this, it's over. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously you could try to do the thing like R. Kelly at first. Like, oh, no, I didn't fuck her. Right? But like, you know, knowing Diddy, if the guy is one of those guys who records everything, keeps a paper trail, probably talks crazy, other people could, you know, other witnesses probably have heard him say, yo, I fucked the shit out of her. Probably brought in male escorts with that person who may have been underage. Yeah, he's just cooked. He's just cooked. So the minors are going to be a huge thing if it actually comes out to be true. But we haven't seen minors being included yet in the criminal case that we should point out. Okay. Now, Busby's actually said he's not filed yet, but he intends to file a class action lawsuit. I've never seen a class action lawsuit of sexual abuse and assault. That sounds crazy. Usually it's like you file a class action lawsuit against, like, you know, Apple. You're like, yo, Apple told me my battery time was supposed to be this. It's actually not that. They lied. Enough customers are feeling like that. One lawyer represents the whole cause. They go get the money or get the settlement from Apple. Usually see it with more of companies and products or products or services. Usually don't see it with a single individual, even though he did have a whole organization around him. You don't see it on a single level with like, this is a class action lawsuit about Diddy's penis. That is crazy, right? Anyway, they apparently intend to file next week. And they're saying that there's no known evidence supporting his allegations right now, nor no previous lawsuits or even federal indictment allege that. Actually, that's false because Lil Rod did before he was corrected. We reached out to Diddy Camp for comment. I haven't heard anything back. By the way, we haven't heard any lawyers speak up, even like his civil attorneys who should be taking care of these matters. They haven't issued any comment about anything. Whether it's the Dawn Richards one, whether it's the Jane Doe one, or whether the last one that just came out too. Okay. Let's read this then. It says the Busby Law Firm has been associated by the Ava Law Group to act as a lead counsel to pursue claims on behalf of more than 50 individuals who suffered sexual assault and abuse at the hands of Sean Diddy Combs and his cohorts. The group of brave individuals include men and women, many who were minors, and the abuse when the abuse occurred. Some of these brave individuals reported the incidents to the police. Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Others did not. Each individual story is gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. The acts complained of occurred at hotels, private homes, and also infamous P. Diddy freak-off parties. The violations against this group of individuals are mind-boggling and can only be described as debauchery and depravity exacted by powerful people against minors and the weak. I expect the group seeking redress will grow as this case progresses. I expect many other individuals will be implicated. We expect to have a press conference early next week where some of these stories can be told as the nation learns more and grapples with the potential scope of the scandal. Our firm has always been at the forefront of the most important cases in the United States. We're proud to represent this group and brave souls and pray for justice on their behalf. If you know of an individual seeking assistance who was abused or described above, please don't hesitate to contact or encourage them to contact our firm. The consultation is confidential. Okay. I'm wondering how that goes. I probably should talk to a civil attorney about it. Because if I'm a victim of Diddy, I don't know if I want my cases with 49 other people, right? Because here's the thing about class action cases, right? Or cases with multiple, plaintiffs. If you got two liars in the bunch, it makes your case look weak too, right? If you got people who their cases are weak, if you have a strong case, why you want to stand next to them? You want to stand by yourself. Also, here's the thing too. This might be a play to try to get a settlement. Like maybe Diddy says, yo, I'll cut a $4 million check for everybody, right? Y'all break it up however y'all break it up, right? Maybe that's a way to avoid going to court, right? No, just avoid going to court. You just pay the settlement. That's what usually class action lawsuits end up, they get settlements or, through an arbitration, they'll get settlements or, they usually don't try to go to court in completion because of the enormity of how many victims, usually the judges are going to slam them if they get found guilty. So it's a way to kind of get settlements. But I'm wondering how closely these people are to the situation, or have they just been to a Diddy party? Because it almost feels like a slightly solicitation to say, hey, have you gone to a Diddy party and woke up and you got too lit and you think he drugged you? Well, you're a victim too. Holla at us, right? So I don't know. So it could be all valid, could be majority valid, some BS mixed into it, but you get leverage of more people. I don't know. The mere fact that there's 50 people, though, is very concerning for Diddy, clearly, but everything that's concerning. I do have to believe that at this point for Diddy, I believe that without a doubt, bankruptcy is on the horizon eventually. I think he's going to fight these things vigorously. I think no more settlements. Cassie got the one and only. Everybody else is going to have to come to get judgments. He's going to use all his cash to fight the federal case. That might not turn good. But even if he does beat that case, his reputation is so tarnished. No one will ever like forget all this whole dragging of him for the last year or so. That essentially his ability to earn or keep up, even though, by the way, he's downsized a lot of his life. And let's say, the thing with civil suits, it doesn't mean that he's guilty. It means that, that's why they're getting these personal injury lawyers. It just could mean that he's provided an environment for them to get harmed in. Could be by his associates. It could be, okay, you allowed her to fucking fall off your yacht, bust her face after you gave her alcohol to impair her, and you had a slippery. It could be anything, right? So I do think that if he's going to fight all these cases, these are millions of dollars to pay lawyers. Let's say even half of them get a win. Or let's say not even half. Let's say 1/10. By the time all this is done, he's going to have to exhaust it like $300, $400 million. Like, how much you think Diddy really got in liquid? Right? Who's making the cash now for them? Who do you think Justin Combs is? Who do you think Christian Combs is? Who do you think Quincy is? Like, he's been the breadwinner. Like, everybody's been really living off his wealth. He has some equity in some companies, but eventually, like, he's going to have to probably get out of those positions or move around a little bit. It's very possible that what's most likely going to happen with some of the damages that are going to be sought after by these people, bankruptcy. So even if he does beat the case, I would think at this point, and this is why I think we're seeing the class action lawsuits, we're going to see everybody who will probably, and I'm not saying it will ever stop, but we're going to see a lot more lawsuits in the next 6 months to a year. Because if you don't get in this next year, he has so many other lawsuits he's going to file or fight. By the time you even get a judgment, even if you're right, even if he did do it, even if he does get found guilty of it, you're not going to get no money. He's going to file bankruptcy. I can't pay this, judge. Yo, I owe $1 billion. I can't pay. I don't have $1 billion. I'm in bankruptcy now. They're going to come to you and be like, well, he owes this in taxes. He owes this here. He owes this here. He owes these people here. They're all more important than you. You file late, this and third. So these people get paid first. So at this point, I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm not encouraging anyone to sue him or not. But I think these people are the stragglers. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, he has 12 lawsuits already. You're telling me 50 more people want to get paid too? You're telling me that and by the way, there's another one that just popped up too. Check this out, chat. It's another one. Look. There's some more stuff about underage girls. Talking about Diddy's accused of luring underage girls into his freak off using drugs and candy. Now, this sounds crazy. Candy? Like, bro, what is this? Candy? Yo, here's your Snickers. Come, yo, you know what I mean? Come let my escort nut on your face. Like what? Like, what type of, like, this sounds wild. How do you lure people into a freak off with candy? Yo, here's some Skittles. Yo, come back here to this room and let's get in this freak off. You could taste the rainbow. Like, what? Like, how do you do that? Like, it sounds crazy. Candy? Here's a Kit Kat. Come in this room with me and Cassie. You could take a break. What? The fuck is this? Yo, here's a Hershey's Kiss. But come back in this freak off. You could kiss this dick. Like what type of shit is this? Chat, what's going on? You're luring people. Like, now I'm having like the craziest thought in my mind. Diddy being in that fucking ice cream truck like Big Worm, and all the kids running up, and him just handing out like ice cream cones and ice cream sandwiches and saying, "You want to come back to a freak off?" Sound like something from the movie It. What is this, chat? Chat, what's going around? What's going on? Anyway, so Radar Online ran this story. And I did tell you, right now for media, like, I haven't went on Radar Online in a while, but shit, it's their time to get a good story out now. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can find it. They got an exclusive on the Diddler. They also ran this story that Diddy's infamous stash of 100,000 bulk bought lube bottles are feared to be disguised as liquid date rape drug. What? Okay, damn. Fuck, you never know. You never fucking know, chat. Let's see if we can find it. The candy sounds crazy. Look at this. Yo, chat, this sounds crazy. Sean Diddy Combs allegedly targeted underage girls to attend his freak-off parties, lured them in with drugs and candy. Nigga, what? Radar Online can reveal that the disgraced rapper 54 is facing scrutiny over the age of the partygoers he allegedly forced into performing at the X-rated bashes, prompting comparisons to the pedophile singer R. Kelly, who's serving 20 years in prison for child sex crimes. A singer who goes by the stage name of Good Friday, claims she attended a freak-off party when she was 16. Diddy gave her drugs, food, and candy to lure young women. What? Like the thought of that just sounds crazy. You want a pink Starburst? All right, cool. Come in this room. We're going to bust you out. What's going on? Candy? She also claimed the rapper chased her. What? Chased her when she tried to leave the party that he held at a Toronto hotel in the late 1990s. So I went out the main door. The security guard stopped me. He stood in front of the main door and grabbed my shoulders like, you're not going nowhere. I wanted to leave the party to find my friend because I felt very uncomfortable with all these old men trying to touch me to get me to do things with them. I almost had a panic attack when I saw Diddy coming from the freak-off room. Obviously, security told him. I ran to press the elevator door, hoping it would come, but I would have to run down 20-plus flights of emergency exit stairs. He was kind of running towards me. The look on his face really terrified me. It was kind of hard to explain, but I'm sure others can explain the look of. I was in trouble for leaving. It was horrible. I was just praying that the elevator would come. I didn't have to talk to him. What? She claimed she met Diddy, previously known as Puff Daddy, when she was a part of a girl group who sang for the rapper to a record signing. He later invited her to a 5-star hotel for an after party. She says, I told him we were only 16. He said, oh, okay, I don't check IDs at my parties. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this was a 90s thing. Remember, I told you that. All them niggas in the 90s, you notice none of them ain't be like, yo, nah. That was, yeah. Friday admitted that she felt unsure about whether she should attend. But after being convinced by a friend, they decided to go and was later ushered into the bash by security guards. Explaining what the party was like, she said there were finger foods, candy, drugs, and drinks, none of which I touched in case there was something in them. Immediately felt like a piece of meat, very uncomfortable. Puffy was nowhere to be found. Men swarming us, offering us money, drugs, record deals. I declined all offers and tried to be around more women. After losing her friend at the party, she went to look for her and was banned from entering another room where the more debaucherous activities were going down, she claimed. I tried to open it, and the security guard immediately came in and said, what was I doing? Informed me that I wasn't allowed to go in that room until I was invited by Puffy to the other party. That's what the security call freak-offs, the other party. Diddy has faced previous claims that he exploited underage women at his parties, namely in a lawsuit by his old foe Rodney Lil Rock Jones last March, which accused the rapper of regularly partying with sex workers and underage girls. He also claimed Diddy would make attendees of his party sign non-disclosure agreements. Jones accused the musician of threatening to force minors into commercial sex acts. Interesting.
You back in your bag?
I'm back in my bag.
Stay in your bag. Stay in your bag.
You could fall out your bag, but you could get back in it though too.
Hey y'all, what's up? So we on set of my new podcast called Carisha Please. Carisha Please is my shit. It's my show where we do things real, raw, and uncut. We ain't sugarcoating shit, and we get to all the smoke. So today's guest, we got the one and only.
Owned by black. Buddy, on this run right here, we're gonna go with Diddy.
And that's final.
Yeah, that's final. But you could call me Lovey.
Time.
Okay.
So, right?
You can sing?
We're good.
Mm-hmm.
Tiana.
Yeah. Phew. At first, I would just like, I cried for like 3 months straight. I would just be like walking around crying. I always loved Tequila and how they feels, and because like that was a real traumatic story. You know? like I was traumatized from those roaches, and when I heard it first, I was just like, man, she just went and just didn't know how that really traumatized me. And I remember calling you, I was like, like the roaches thing was a traumatic situation for me. And you was just laughing. And I was like, the Buenos Noches though, I was like, you must be talking about you.
Like, what's up? How you felt about it? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just,
The smoke.
Yeah, let's get to some.
What's up? You ready?
Yeah, let's smoke it up.
So when you woke up and we was trending, like, what's up? How you felt about it? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just, it's one of those days, and so had to polish things up, had to press the reset button, boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Okay, so you acting bad.
Acting all the way bad.
So what the fuck you got going on? What's your relationship status? You Mr. Act Bad?
I'm single, I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just.
You know what's so funny? You could tell she hurt by that.
I'm single,
The look of rejection and hurt, man.
Single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
Okay. So what we is?
We date. We dating. We go have dates. We friends.
Okay.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs, church.
Freak offs.
I'm gonna take you to church.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, what you like about me? Cause people be like, she ain't his type. He wouldn't talk to her. So, what is it about me that you like about me? Like, why you fucking with a city girl?
I mean, cause you authentic. You're like one of the realest people I ever met. You know what I'm saying? And you're authentically yourself. And you're a great mother. And a great friend. We just have a good time. We
Is
have
that
a good
fun?
time. Yeah, you the funnest. You the funnest. Young Miami. Woo! But then you Carisha, and then
So who Carisha is?
Carisha, I get advice from Carisha. You know what I'm saying? Carisha tell me like, yo, don't be in your head, and you're just a good friend. Everybody that's a friend of yours will tell you like that you're a great friend.
Do you consider yourself toxic? Because you call yourself love. So do you consider yourself toxic? Like, would you say you toxic?
Yeah, I would say that it gets toxic. I'm not trying to be toxic, though.
But are you toxic?
Yeah. Yeah. I think like at times, but I'm not trying to like give that,
So, like, what was our first date? And can you talk about how we met?
Wow. What? Our first date. I was supposed to take you surfing.
Interesting. Chad, have y'all, I've seen the news come down. Chat, there's a Philadelphia rapper named Skrilla. I don't know if you've heard about this, but allegedly, I don't know if this is true, so this is reported. They're saying Skrilla got shot in Chicago while in bloodhound territory chilling with Bloodhound Q50 and Brandon Buckingham. Now, you know, shout out to my man Brandon Buckingham, you know, promoting peace and positivity. And according to him, he's always outside and in the trenches. Shout out to that man, okay? Apparently they were filming a vlog, probably something of the sort that went down with YBC Doe. They're saying the shooter got shot in the head. Interesting. Okay. I'll, you know, pray for peace and it befuddles me why that would happen. It's completely mind-blowing that maybe cities have kind of seen that a nigga coming to do a documentary in the hood and try to make one group of people look like they're the guys, and they're gonna get embarrassed when that video comes out on the internet. Might not want that to happen. I don't know. But again, you know, I gotta give Brandon Buckingham his flowers. He got feet on land, and good for him. You know what I mean? Like, this is his lane. You know? I wonder if the vlog's gonna include the hospital footage. I don't know. All right. I'm hearing, supposedly, there's a news report of this. See what's going on.
A lot of what happened remains under investigation, but this does appear to have been an ambush of some sort. The owner of the building across the street telling ABC7 that his surveillance video shows the vehicle with the shooters parking in his lot about 40 minutes before a group of 5 or 6 hooded men jumped out and opened fire.
We have the person from Knox being transported to Masonic with the grave wound to the neck.
Detectives were still on the scene early this afternoon as they continued to investigate an overnight shooting that left 4 men injured as they walked down the sidewalk in front of Fort Knox Studios in the Old Irving Park neighborhood around 2:30 a.m.
And all of a sudden I woke up and heard gunshots, and it sounded like automatic machine guns or something going back and forth.
And while officially police say they're still investigating the circumstances, overnight scanner traffic relayed what appeared to be a first-hand account from one of the injured.
All we have is that this gentleman said that he was shooting a rap video. He's a videographer. He walked out and he heard they shot about 30 to 40 shots. He doesn't know the make of the model, doesn't hear that. He just said they went the length of the street and were just shooting, and he caught one in the neck.
According to the owner of the music studio, while the building was already closed at that time, one of his long-term tenants with overnight access was using one of the many recording studios inside at the time of the incident. The injured appeared to have been among that tenant's guests, but he says he does not know who they were or what exactly they were doing. Police say the victims are 4 men between 20 and 25 years old. Their injuries at this point do not appear to be life-threatening.
That's good. Not life-threatening. Apparently, they're saying it was 4 victims walking on the sidewalk that were shot. They're saying that they were doing a vlog. You know, it's kind of sad, man. My man Brandon be trying to push a lot of peace and positivity. I don't know why the hell people would be trying to introduce gunshots and violence around him. I don't know. They're saying, let me see what happened. Okay, everybody was in, okay, it's reasonably young guys, 24, 25, and 20 and 24. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Detectives are looking into it. Wow. Okay. Seen another thing. I think they described the injuries as some people got. And said so somebody had the drop on them. I guess while they're doing one of these videos. I guess somebody jumped out, tried to kill them. Okay, here we go. Police say 2 men were transported to the area hospitals by Chicago Fire Department. One with a grazed wound to the left arm, another one with a grazed wound to the neck. Both are listed in good condition. Glory be to God. The other 2 men were driven to the area hospitals, police say, one with gunshot wounds to the butt and one to the groin area, and one with gunshot wounds to the butt and the left leg. Glory be to God, they're in good condition. All right? Yeah. Listen, man, to you hooligans and hoodlums, leave my man Brandon Buckingham alone. He's only trying to promote a lot of peace and positivity, showcasing O-Block, Philly. I'm pretty sure Jacksonville will be next. I can't even see why. I can't wrap my head around why there would be violence or shootings. They're just doing a little vlog, kind of showcasing city pride. Like, what's the problem, right? Okay. Shout out to my man Feet on Land. I like it. There's some videos. Videos of, you know what I mean, him supposedly being in the trenches. Oh. He was rocking the O-Block chain. And I'm not going to lie, man. Chat, I'm here to tell y'all. I've never been more jealous of going to Chicago. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that he gets to touch the Mecca, O-Block. And me, I've yet to go. And I don't plan to go ever in life.
Baby SB. Oh, white. When you took it a minute ago, that camera. Hold on.
It's like a peace walk. I like who's shooting this shit up? Like, this is a peace walk.
This shit up on the Got my boy in the trenches. O-Block. Real O-Block on him.
3 a.m. O-Block. I'm phone him. 3
a.m. 3 a.m. We in the rack. 3 a.m. on O-Block. My boy put up on the.
Hey, I hope that mic is bulletproof.
Pick that up. Put my shorty out there. Air Force Tony Montana right now. What you got on your wrist, boy?
Not the rollie on the wrist. Cartier on the face.
Show me your wrist down.
I ain't gonna lie. I've gained a lot of respect for Brandon Buckingham. Real talk. I've realized, and I do want to take back all my statements about him. I realized I was misguided. Brandon Buckingham is the truth. His type of journalism has been needed in the culture for a very long time. I think he's going to impoverished neighborhoods, organizing peace walks, giving back to the communities, giving out turkeys, kissing babies, and also mending, quelling, violence and tension among people who are beefing in usually a very close block proximity. For that, it's kind of unfortunate that it takes a white man to go into our neighborhoods, to have men put the guns down, drop the violence, squash decades and decades of revenge killing and beef. And, sometimes maybe God sent, he might be Jesus. So I do want to say, Brandon, I apologize for ever doubting your methods. Clearly, every hood in America needs you. And I'm hoping, this unfortunate incident does not deter you, but only encourages you. Jacksonville is waiting. Bompton needs you. I do need you to go to, there's a few places in New Orleans. Definitely need you. I got a spot in Baton Rouge. They need you too, okay? Cleveland don't need you no more. The cops handled that one. But we do have a few places. I forget, one of them wards in Houston needs you as well. Thank you for doing what a coward like me would never be able to do, right? So thank you, my brother.
Hey, we finna have a little eaters. Give you some neck. Check it out. Check it out, man. Your ass finna fall. You said the sun finna come out? We fucking night owls, man.
Yeah. Yeah, talk to the camera.
We in the fucking jungle.
Damn. Oh, what the hell? My bad. Oh yeah, he's just he's not doing what you think he's doing. He's that's how they do communion in the hood. You go to church and ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You know what I mean? You break the, you eat the little thingy and then you drink the wine and that's communion. He was doing the O-Block version of communion. That was communion, people. That's not what you think it is. You feel what I'm saying? Hope Skrilla was all right.
Give him enough. Look that up.
I ain't gonna lie.
Got my nigga Brandon with me.
Damn, I wonder who he's smoking on. This is what bravery looks like.
Beautiful area. Got my nigga Brandon with me.
Damn. Yeah. Who you smoking on?
Yeah. This where we at. It's safe over here, y'all.
Brandon's there. He's there to bring the peace. Of course it's safe. Why would we assume it's not safe?
And I'm trying
to make a big nigga sick.
What the? Oh my God. All right. So Okay. Okay, cool. I would say pray for peace, but whoever those men were that hopped out that vehicle, whoever those men were, I would normally advocate jail and hard labor for hooligans and thugs like you. But I have to admit, my methods are a little bit too corny. I don't got feet on land. Whoever shot that spot up, please, I got an email address for y'all. Y'all need to contact Brandon Buckingham. He's going to come interview y'all next. He gotta get the scoop on that. That's definitely real journalism. Feet on land, okay? So Brandon, I'm gonna listen. This is an open call for the niggas who hopped out that car, did that shooting. All y'all holla at me. I'm gonna set y'all up on y'all next interview because Brandon got to spin the block. He got the old blockchain now. He got to hop over to y'all section that y'all could tell him the real. You know, he could break bread, do some communion with y'all, and just do real journalism. I like this. This is Brandon Buckingham for the people. He outside with it. I like this one. This is good. This is good. You know what I mean? Perfect. Okay. Congratulations to Brandon Buckingham. I'm pretty sure this will be a viral video. If your cameraman turned off the camera when the shots flew, he's fired. You heard what Diddy said. Never cut the cameras off. They got all type of shit in America these days, man. Bring a nigga back to life, man. Never cut the camera off. So we're going to see a live shootout on a Brandon Buckingham video. And sounds exhilarating, okay? Brandon for president. I support. Okay. Chat, don't you be looking up sometime and be like, yo, Pussy Nigga Association be feeling good as hell. Yo, this is a Pussy Nigga Association. It be feeling cool. Okay. All right. What else? Damn, I got like only 15 minutes with y'all motherfuckers in here. I gotta go. Ooh, I heard 50's on that nigga Diddy's head top. Let me see this. Oh, nah. What? Is that? No way. Oh. Wait. Oh. Wait, is this a real video? I'm trying to get copyrighted, and that's why I'll keep muting. What the fuck? $50 said they've been doing Meek dirty. He want to pay $100K to find out who doing this. LOL. Yo, the whispering in the ear is diabolical. Oh, nah. What is this? Oh, yo, why the hand right here? Oh, what? Whoa. Whoa. Hold on, wait a minute. What the fuck? Yo, Meek, I'm about to double up that $100K. We got to figure out who's doing this shit. Who's doing this to Meek Mill, man? Who's doing this to Meek Mill, bro? Who's doing this to Meek Mill? We want to know. We want to know. Meek Mill's from the trenches. Who's doing this to Meek? Nah, this is crazy. Oh, nah. Yo, at least you could say it. I don't know if this video real, but Meek don't give it up easy. Is that W Meek? Meek don't look like he easy. Meek don't look like he easy. Meek ain't no thought now. Okay? He not no thought. He ain't gonna get this shit up easy. Meek gonna make you work for it a little bit. Ooh, that little. Nah, W Meek. He ain't giving it up easy. He ain't, listen, and you know he's going up against the top of the top, the diddler. Like, According to these lawsuits, the diddler is like getting you out of your underwear like hella quick. Meek is putting up a fight. Okay. Yeah, he not easy. Yeah, he's not easy at all. Now, I respect it still. Now I respect this shit. Now I respect it. Don't go down without a fight, my brother. I rock with you, brother. I rock with you. Holy. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, people. Everybody spam and tell me what y'all doing for the weekend. We're probably going to get 20 more allegations on Diddy by the weekend. This shit is absolutely just crazy at this point. All right. Killer Mike. Well, Killer Mike says a white woman going to come along and snatch this upwardly mobile nigga up. Mark my words.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Bumbo clot dog.
Come on a little closer, come on.
The camera not even on the nigga yet. He got to look hideous.
Don't be scared. What's your name?
My name is Tavarius.
Yeah, you know bitches these days. Like, the nigga got his shirt tucked in his pants. The nigga wearing his pants on his waist. You feel me? Like, you know, like, yeah, this nigga look a little bit too well kept. Yeah. No tattoo? Maybe he has tattoos? Yeah, you know you kind of look a little, and I ain't gonna say, it's not all black women. Actually, I don't even think they put the majority of what the representation of black women are on this thing. They be putting this ratchet bitches who all want like they all want like Future.
Tavarius, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
Actually, I'm on tour for PBS Children's Story.
Oh, like you write children's books or?
I have an animation company that I started when I was 21 years old.
Nice.
And then it's basically about my childhood.
Yeah, they didn't even want to hear the story. They just went off by the looks.
And teaching young black boys that black dads do care.
Wow, I love that. Oh, okay. Now,
if his pants were sagging, they wouldn't have did that, bro.
What are some things you like to do for fun?
So I have a Airbnb that's kind of like in the lake. So I'm a nature boy. So I love to climb trees in my time off. I love to draw.
Yeah, they would have popped the balloon there anyway. These bitches love the club, bottles, Don Julio, hot Cheetos. They don't want to hear nothing about nature. What the fuck? They want sections, Don Julio, popping bottles, and like, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, with this taste, you got to find some eloquent black women, or you got to go to a different race. Like, you can't get the scallywags who listen to Sexy Red and talking about, if he cheating, I'm doing him worse. No uno, I hit the river. Like, any bitch who knows shit like that, like, you can't fuck with. You got to go get some upstanding career woman, not the scallywags who probably put on the dress just for this shit.
And I honestly just like peace. So I do a lot of peace and help for people who like need emotional regulation.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things?
That's another thing they would have popped the balloon for again. Bro, these hoes love toxic shit. I'm telling you. Like, bruv, they ain't trying to get no good relationship. They want, like, toxic. Ari and Moneybag Yo. That's what they like. Blueface and Krishan type shit. You know what I mean? Cardi B and Offset.
You look for in a woman?
I kind of take everybody for who they are.
Okay.
So if you are naturally more outgoing, I try to match that. If you're inside, I try to match that. So I'm kind of like, I like to make my woman happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are some deal breakers?
Deal breakers is if you don't have any passion, you know, like if you don't know what you want to do.
Yeah, you would match them anyway. These bitches, their passion is flexing on the gram for other hoes who getting ran through by the same circle of niggas. Clubs. Doing ratchet shit. Fighting. Having a designer bag. Like no passions at all. And claim that they're finna start a business, so they got a business page with 5 followers. No follow through, just have one stock photo there. You get what I'm saying?
Life, I kind of can't help you with that. You know, you got to love yourself and figure that out for yourself.
Okay, all right. So we could get,
Nigga, bitch off camera just popped the balloon. This is crazy. Somebody off camera popped the balloon. What the fuck? The hell? Get your Barack Obama ass on. And you know what's so funny? Women love saying some shit like, Now, if I'd ran to Barack back in the day, I would have dated him. Get out of here. Half of y'all would have called Barack gay. Barack got his pants on his hip. He walks and he talks like this. Oh, we Americans. Like he talk too proper for y'all bitches. You feel what I'm saying? He don't use the N-word. He don't cuss. The only thing he did that y'all might fuck with him with is if he hit y'all up, but he wouldn't even talk like this. Like, yo, you want to link up? Let me smoke you out. Free weed? I'm coming. Like, Barack used to smoke back in the day. Yeah. That's the only thing they'll fuck with Barack for. Barack never really had did Barack have a crazy lineup? Like, Barack, Edge Up wasn't that crazy, but these bitches love when you do the spray on. These days, you got to spray the shit on at that point. You know what I mean? They got some unrealistic shit. You feel what I'm saying? Barack wasn't rocking no Amiri. You feel what I'm saying? He ain't had the Balenci's on. You feel me? Like, Barack come through Barack always got that one hand in the pocket. He always got that one hand in the pocket with that nice little stroll. You know what I mean? Man, he ain't got the pants sagging. He ain't got that. Yo, you remember when Chief Keef used to have, like, that Gucci belt, like a fucking, that shit used to look like, what's that superhero in SpongeBob? Barnacle Boy. Yeah. Nigga used to have that fucking Michael Kors belt just like this, like Chief Keef. Yeah, something like this. Like this right here. Yeah. Yeah. Bitches can't see your underwear. You got no future with them. And your underwear, you better not be some lame shit. Bitch see you, she looking at it like, wait, this nigga, that shit not ethical? Well, hell nah, get this nigga out of here. Nigga, you rocking some Hanes? Oh, hell nah. Bitch see you with a clean pair of Hanes, she don't fuck with you. She see you with some ethical boxes, it could look worn the fuck out with a shit stain in the back and 2 holes. Oh yeah, he get money. He get money right there. Yeah, he get money. Word.
Some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
All
right, if we can start with your name and age and why you ended up popping.
Yeah, the way he stand, women don't even like niggas who stand like this. He don't even look like he do drugs. Hell nah, he corny. Yeah, this nigga don't do no, he don't do that Galaxy gas. Nah, he corny. He corny as fuck. Yo, you don't even smoke? You don't vape? You don't vape? Oh, no, you corny. You corny. Don Julio, get me Fulio. You don't drink? Oh, you only sip wine? Merlot? Nigga, what? Oh, hell no, you corny as fuck. I'm going out with my girls tonight. Promoter said they got me a free section. We in that bitch. You corny, okay? You're corny, okay? Riesling, what? Casa Azul me, please. For real, that's how it be. I'm sorry. That's how it be. And again, let me make this very clear. It's not all black women. But the ones that keep... First of all, let me tell you this. This is another thing. Yo, chat, could we say this too? No self-respecting black woman with any type of substance, class, or ethics would be on a 20v1, right? If you have any type of self-worth, class, morals, you're not on a 20v1, right? You're also not on a pop your balloon. So they're getting the bottom of the bottom bitches. They're giving them like $125 to put on a dress from Pretty Little Things and put a balloon in their hand. And that's the thing. Like, you just gotta be honest. Like, of course they're not gonna fuck with a nigga like this. They're looking at him like, what the fuck? This nigga got a collar on his shirt? Oh, hell nah. Yo, this nigga, what the hell? This nigga know how to iron? What? That's gay. Iron? Oh, hell no. Nigga, is that a seam in your pants? Oh, hell no. Fuck that. Yo, this nigga know how to iron? Oh, hell nah. This nigga a geek. Yo, he a geek. They're looking at his pants like, where's the tag at? You know it's designer when you leave the tag on it. Where's the tag? For real. I'm telling you.
Your balloon. Yes. Hi, I'm Ishi. I'm 28.
Nice to meet you.
Firstly, I want to say that you're a very well-rounded young man. Like, everything that you have going on, A1. It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so I want some.
Yeah, that's where social media done fucked it up. He taller than her, but I guarantee she only fucking basketball players, man. Niggas 6'5" and up. Devin Booker booking her pussy every weekend. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's tough out here for regular dudes, man. Yo, shout out to the regular homies, man. Shout out to the regular homies, man. But like, yo, these days, social media and the ratchet other women who they're looking up to and listening to is fucked it up. You gotta, like, unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta find a black woman who listens to other music than rap. If this is the quickest way to vet a type of girl right now. I kid you not. If she knows about the back and forth of Blueface and Krishan, you know what type of girl you got. If she tells you anything about baddies, you know what type of girl you getting. Yo, it's like music to my ears when you bring up some shit and she's like, wait, what's that? I never heard of it. I don't really be on the gram like that. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? You ever meet a girl and she started telling you some shit, you're like, oh man, she one of those. Hey, you see what Ari posted? Nah, because Ari got beef with her and then Jonathan jumped in and, you know, Tay be doing everybody's hair. That's a ratchet. That's like ratchet news. If you know all that shit, you're ratchet. You get what I'm saying? Again, it's not that they can't listen to rap, but they got to be a little bit multifaceted. Trust me. Other day, I'm hearing this one bitch talk. She's naming me niggas that I don't even listen to. Like, no, I ain't gonna name all niggas because now y'all gonna try to make like I'm dissing niggas. But it's the most hood music on earth. Like, I'm trying, she's like, what you be listening to? I say, yeah, I know, well, you know, Drake my favorite rapper, but like, you know, I be listening to like Dirk, you know what I mean? I gotta listen to YB, because I'm trying to make it look like I got a little edge. Man. Bitch started naming some people, bro. Them niggas got their criminal records longer than the goddamn record list they put out. Who the fuck is this? Nah, he go crazy in the city. Like, wait, does he have a hit? No, this is a hit. Oh, okay. Oh, you not tapped in? I heard about him. Type shit. Yeah, I heard about that nigga. Who the fuck is this? You start playing it, say me like, yo, hey, you're like, you just keep looking over like, what the fuck? What the fuck did I sign up for? What is this? I'm telling you, bruh. You learn a lot.
Somebody that I can look up to.
Yo, chat, Rob 49. I ain't gonna lie, I was going. Yo, I haven't listened to more than 3 songs of Rob 49. The bitch is like, yo, that's all my catalog. That's all I listen to. What? I ain't gonna lie. Hopefully he get better too. Bitch gonna tell me Skrilla. I'm like, what you mean?
Cool.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I think she's very gorgeous.
Thank you.
I am 6'2", so I don't know how tall you are, but
wait, he's 6'2"? Yo, enough is, yo.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and bring out our next single guy. Hello, welcome in.
Oh.
Come on a little closer. Come on in. Don't be scared. What's your name?
Okay, it's the same one. I thought it was another one. All right. Yeah,
All right.
I don't think the I think honestly, we gotta start. Yo, one of my homies told me that he went to Barnes and Nobles to pick up some girls recently, and I said, "Damn, that's kind of like, it sounds like good." Like, we gotta like come up with a list of where to find the non-ratchets. The girls who don't think that Sexy Red is their, you know, like, yo, yeah, that's my, yo, that's my Libra twin. Like, you don't want no girl that speaks like, yo, you know what happens when a Libra start Libraing. Wait, what happens? Like, what does that even mean? We got to come up with a compilation of places. Like, where do you find the good girls? It ain't the club, clearly. Where do you find the girls that you could be like, yo, let's, they're not ratchet, they're not loud, they're not quick to fight. They have some type of, up class palate, things more than Casamigos or Don Julio impresses them. You can have a nice glass of wine. They enjoy a nice steakhouse. They like dressing up. They ain't only just rocking like. Let me not even get into it. Art shows. Somebody said Kamala voters, you crazy as hell, nigga. They twerking at her rallies. The fuck is you talking about? The library. I'm starting to realize you just gotta. These days, yo, chat. Let me actually. This is the last thing we'll move on. I felt like about 10 or 12 years ago that decent women were more popular. Like if you're trying to find a woman, decent, high moral, non-embarrassing people who carry themselves like a lady, they were more popular than really attractive women. These days, with the invention of surgery, everybody's like a makeup whiz. You have Facetune that could do wonders. I think the majority of women I kind of see these days on the gram, they look attractive, but the character is really low, right? So nowadays, it's easy to find a bad bitch. It's not easy to find a woman of high character. So you'll find a bad bitch who's a whore, a bad bitch who got a bad attitude, bad bitch who's just ratchet as shit, bad bitch who don't believe in God, a bad bitch who got 5 niggas. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, and I've seen like women who've gotten surgeries, like, in the last like few years, like they went from reasonably average or maybe even under average to looking pretty good now. Like the cosmetic industry is definitely working for women, because I got to say this, if you're a woman in 2024 and you're ugly, you got to be broke. Because like there's just too many things, even if you don't want to get like hard surgery, there's too many things to make you look 3 times better than probably what you look now. That you're going to still have 50% of men say, oh, she looks good. You get what I'm saying? So you can find beauty really easily now. But you can't find character at all. It's the hardest thing to find. I'll say that. Okay. What is this? Oh. They got my boy Lil Durk on Power.
One thing I like, one thing I don't feel, that my cousin ain't even invite me to the trap party. And we got the biggest, when I say the biggest, I mean the biggest drug empire. I need you to lower your voice, please. Are you serious? I'm trying to get what you're saying, but never know when the feds something like that. Hey, listen, this guy say well, but don't even listen to him. What you mean, wow?
Okay. All right, good job. I ain't gonna lie. Dirk seemed to be on a very. I personally think Dirk got out the way before Rico got to him. I think he's in a good space. I think his music is at the place where he's not gonna be like, oh, let's just make peace. He can still talk his shit, but he's not really trying to like have these ongoing gang beefs and trying to just like continue to. He had a bunch of niggas with him before that was just those type of guys who was just ready to, like, they just wanted him to set it off that they could do whatever. I think he's trying to get on more of a positive path and kind of leave that behind him, because I think he realized, like, yo, what did he do this for, right? Like, did he get this successful to go to jail eventually or get killed, or did he get this successful to raise his family, raise his kids, and get out the way? Now, granted, I will say there are a bunch of other people's lives that are probably in turmoil, because that's what happens when, the lead guy kind of like escapes out of the rat trap before it closes, and everybody else is like, yo, but I shot 3 niggas for you. Or the other thing's like, well, yo, bro, I'm in jail. Like, damn, phone him. You just gonna squash the beef with that nigga? Like, yeah, so it's still tough, but salute to Dirk. I know he's still trying to do his thing. They said Mayor Adams. Yeah, he showed up to court today. This guy's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Did y'all see him? Oh. Nah, I don't want to go back to it. Or I'll maybe go back to it later. Mayor Adams turning himself in. So he went into the same courtroom as
Eric Adams becomes the first New York City mayor to be criminally charged while in office. The unsealed indictment reveals the charges, including conspiracy to commit wire fraud, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national, bribery, and more.
Looking live now at Gracie Mansion, where the mayor spoke earlier today, joined by supporters from the faith community. Adams said the federal charges were not a surprise, and he is planning to fight the case.
We have team coverage for you of the charges and reaction from Gracie Mansion to the prosecutor's office and more. Marsha Kramer has analysis of the political fallout for Adams.
Let's begin at U.S. District Court along Foley Square. Alice Gaynor was there as prosecutors laid out the case. Alice, we just learned that the mayor will be in court tomorrow.
That's right. We just got it confirmed that Mayor Eric Adams will appear before a judge tomorrow here at federal court in Lower Manhattan sometime around noon. Earlier today, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, the FBI, and the city's Department of Investigation all spoke at a news conference. They did not take any questions from reporters, but they did note this is yet another example, a stinging example of the fact that no one is above the law.
The indictment, more than 50 pages long, accuses Mayor Adams of seeking and accepting improper gifts like luxury travel and illegal campaign contributions from wealthy foreign business people and at least one Turkish government official. A timeline displayed of Adams' alleged undisclosed travel dating back to 2016 lists about $100,000 in benefits. Travel to India, France, Hungary, Turkey, Ghana, and China.
The mayor had a duty to disclose these gifts on his annual public disclosure forms so that the public could see who was giving him what.
U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, says there were strings attached, with the Turkish government official allegedly telling Adams it was.
So if you don't know why this guy's like charged, foreign governments cannot interfere with the happenings of a U.S. election, and apparently this guy absolutely went around that, including what the fuck is this? Including accepting bribes from, not bribes, but like donations from the country of Turkey. Which, by the way, you have to imagine, if Turkey wants to influence or want to donate to whatever you got going on in New York City, must have some type of motive. Now, apparently they had like buildings that was owned by either individuals that were high-ranking in the Turkey government, or just like people in Turkey that, you know, for example, he approved like an inspection, or he approved the building to open without the building passing inspection. Why? Because one of the people who donated to him supposedly through straw campaign donations. And what that is that like there's a lot of rules of campaign donations. Like each donor and specific donors have a limit on how much they could donate over a certain point. Now he's trying to fund a re-election campaign. So say somebody wanted to donate twice the amount that's allowed. What they would do is they would donate the max themselves. Then they would give other people the money to start donating, like give it to 5 people and they could break up the money and give it. That's illegal still because it came from the one source. And especially if there's an understanding by the person getting the donation, Eric Adams, that one person donated twice the amount. It just came through 5 other straw donators or whatever. That is legally just wrong.
Was his turn to support Turkey. That in 2021, this official was trying to open a new Manhattan high-rise housing Turkey's consulate in time for a visit from that country's president.
But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed. And
by the way, Karina, thank you for the 10. I'm sorry I didn't see that. She said Drake said he was going to slit his throat in that buried alive snippet before he meet the Grams, or not like us drop Accuser. Had no issue with that. Hey, Karina, I've stayed very firm on this, that both rappers have rapped about violence, okay? Both rappers have rapped about violence. Facts. They've talked violently about it. None of them have came out to send a message to their fans, to their supporters, to anybody else who would be, affected by this. We've seen in the past, even if we go back to Tupac and Biggie, when you see there was a lot of signaling to the public, either by the record labels. There was at times that Suge Knight himself had to actually because he was being pushed by the record labels. But even Diddy had to come out and say, hey, listen, this East Coast, West Coast beef, it's not that. This is musical, blah, blah, blah. With Drake and Kendrick, neither of them has said shit. They've just disappeared like they normally do. So I'm telling y'all that the accountability is going to stay with both of them. Not only blaming Kendrick, I'm blaming Drake too. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing. Like, if you think about other genres of music, like, shit, the Jamaican government pretty much forced Vybz Kartel and Mavado at a point where they had kids stabbing each other up over them perceiving the beef to be that real. They were like, it's like, you guys are a gully, and people would fight over that, right? Like, people pick sides. Again, I do think the musicians have to take some responsibility, especially when they're making a brunt of the money from all this. So again, if they're not denouncing it, if they're not speaking on it, if they're not doing efforts to say, hey, yo, I don't want nobody who either supports me, and the other guys should come out and say nobody who supports me to engage in any type of violence on our behalf. We don't support that. And I know y'all might be like, well, that should go without a question. No, people are dumb, okay? And there's a bunch of people on both sides that are probably trying to get brownie points from Kendrick or from Drake. And shit, you know, I also think Drake was wrong in following the guy who did the shit to Rick Ross, or even posting up that video saying, yo, I'm having a good day today. No, don't take credit in that, because if somebody knock somebody's head off on your team, how you gonna feel? So I've been very consistent in that point. I think both rappers have been lacking in not diffusing the issues that seemingly is building that came from their songs, right? Like, they should denounce it. Yo, if you fuck with me, Kendrick should say this. If you fuck with me, you shouldn't do that. Drake should say this too. If you fuck with me, it's just music. You should do nothing like that. And again, I know y'all love with these artists not saying anything, but this is also the result. Obviously, it hasn't gone anywhere yet, but just imagine Biggie and Tupac not making any pub, because all these rappers think they're too cool to just put out a fucking statement, right? Like, they just think they're too fucking cool. Imagine Tupac and Biggie just dropping them songs. I fucked your bitch. This nigga said, yo, who shot you? Let's separate the weak. Come on, bro. Like, there would be a lot more ramifications that were side effects and that would have happened beyond the main guys getting killed. I think the reason why these new rappers, or let's just say current day today, Drake's a superstar, Kendrick's a superstar. If any of them had any legitimate threat of somebody knocking their head off, they would definitely put out a statement. But there is none. If anybody gets hurt in this battle or this beef or whatever it is, it's not going to be Drake. It's not going to be Kendrick. And that's why I think both of them are very, you got to blame them. Because when a nigga don't have zero risk of getting hurt, and he's putting out the messages when he's going against somebody else, and he's not even telling his supporters, because yes, fans, you see, look on Twitter, the fans are getting into it. I see some of these fans going real hard for either side, right? Fans are going to get into it. Street niggas who are going to get into it. Again, this is, I think, the incompetence of both rappers, and I think it's only because these guys are pushing hundreds of millions in net worth, and you're not going to hurt none of them. So what's going to happen? The nigga who don't have nowhere to go, who only just has a gun, or this guy who's trying to get back with Kendrick, they're going to do some shit. So it is what it is. So blame the rappers, and I never said it was only Kendrick. Both. All right.
An inspection. And not just that. Some of the people at FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy.
Adams is accused of pressuring the fire department.
The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down. And so they did. They got out of the way and let the building open.
The mayor held a news conference defending himself, repeating his mantra often stated at press conferences that he follows the law, but was first interrupted by hecklers before he began and at other times throughout.
This is a youth Eric Adams. I ask New Yorkers to wait to hear our defense before making any judgments. From here, my attorneys will take care of the case so I can take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do.
He was surrounded by supporters.
I've known this young man for over 40 years. I come with a heavy heart today, but my head is not unbowed.
All right.
He's going to have his day in court, and we're going to stand by him.
The U.S. attorney also had this message for anyone who may know something. Come forward now before it's too late. He says this investigation is very much ongoing. Live in Lower Manhattan, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
Okay, Alice, thank you.
Well, despite the mayor's news conference there with supporters saying that he should be given a chance to prove his innocence.
Okay, anyway, that's a full coverage. Where's the shit where he walked in today, man?
Eric Adams.
Yeah. Had this
of the
described in the indictment. Christina Maurice.
Okay, Tim, thank you.
And all told here, if Mayor Adams is convicted on all the charges in the indictment, he could face up to 45 years.
All right, we have a team of reporters covering this historic arraignment. Let's kick things off with Morgan Mackay
So we got a rain today.
Outside Manhattan Federal Court. Morgan.
Stephen, Natasha, Mayor Eric Adams' arraignment lasted less than 20 minutes, but we're just learning that while all this was playing out over here in Brooklyn, investigators were carrying out a raid at the home of Adams' second in command, his top advisor, Ingrid Lewis Martin. Now, Lewis Martin has known Adams for roughly 40 years, and she describes herself as Adams' sister ordained by God. She's also been one of his top aides since 2006. Federal and state investigators reportedly met Lewis Martin at JFK, where she was returning from Japan. According to her lawyer, investigators seized her cell phones and served her with a grand jury subpoena. She was not home while investigators raided her house. It's unclear right now if Lewis Martin, if this raid is in any way connected to Adams. Now, Adams is due back in court on Wednesday, and her lawyer says that he will be moving to dismiss the case at that point.
This case isn't even a real case. This is the airline upgrade corruption case.
But prosecutors are accusing Mayor Eric Adams of taking more than $100,000 worth of free plane tickets and luxury hotel stays from wealthy Turkish nationals for nearly a decade. Mayor Eric Adams stood by his lawyer without saying a word.
By the way, that lawyer is...
And luxury hotel stays from wealthy Turkish nationals for nearly a decade. Mayor Eric Adams stood by...
This is Alex Spiro, which is Rock Nation's lawyer, Meg Thee Stallion's lawyer, Jay-Z's lawyer. Very, very notorious and very powerful guy.
By his lawyer without saying a word.
Also Alec Baldwin's lawyer.
Adams had arrived at the courthouse a little before 9 a.m. to be booked, fingerprinted, and his mugshot taken. Then, at exactly noon, the judge took the bench. Adams stayed just as silent as he was outside, never looking back at the press crowded behind him, and said only 3 sentences, including, quote, "I am not guilty, Your Honor." Adams is facing 5 federal charges that include bribery and solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national. Prosecutors allege that Adams took bribes in exchange for favors and orchestrated a straw donor scheme that allowed foreign nationals and corporations to contribute to his campaign. These alleged illegal donations allowed Adams to qualify for more than $10 million in public campaign funds.
This was a multi-year scheme to buy favor with a single New York City politician on the rise, Eric Adams.
Adams was warned by the judge to not have any contact with the witnesses named in the indictment. Prosecutors say they will provide his lawyer, Alex Spiro, with a list of names.
The entire body of evidence is one staffer that says there was a conversation. What you have not learned is that that staffer has lied, and the government is in possession of that lie.
Now, Spiro, Adams' lawyer there, is reportedly referring to one of Adams' top aides, Reina Absavo. Now, she is the only member of Adams' team that was suspended without pay following an FBI raid at her home. And federal investigators are reportedly cooperating with her throughout this entire investigation. Reporting live, I'm Morgan Mackay. Stephen, Natasha, back to you.
All right, Morgan, we know the mayor's attorney charges $2,200 an hour, so a lot of people are wondering who's footing the bill for his legal fees.
So according to Adams' spokesperson, the city and taxpayers are not paying for Adams' legal fees. Now, back when Adams was first raided by the FBI.
Yo, $2,200 an hour. Wow.
and his cell phones were seized back last year. He set up a legal defense fund, which he's allowed to do. And within 2 months at the beginning of the year, he had raised more than $700,000 from this legal campaign fund. And some of those people that donated this campaign fund include former Mayor Bloomberg.
All right, Morgan, thank you so much. Well, there are two prominent attorneys at the center of Mayor Adams' case. One is Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. The other, Alex Spiro, as you just heard, and that's the mayor's defense attorney.
All right, Fox 5's Antoine Lewis here now with a closer look at what each of them bring to the table. Antoine.
Stephen, let's do it. On the one hand, you have a celebrity defense lawyer who has never lost a case, going up against a seasoned federal litigator who's never represented any celebrities, but he's indicted a few.
Alex Spiro, the attorney representing Mayor Adams, is no stranger.
Wait, he's never lost a case? Niggas are Floyd Mayweather lawyers. Of course he worked for Rock Nation.
To high-profile cases. Spiro represented actor Alec Baldwin on involuntary manslaughter charges for the 2021 accidental shooting on the set of the film Rust. The case was dismissed without prejudice in July. Rapper Jay-Z turned to Spiro for help when fellow rapper 21 Savage was facing deportation charges in 2019. And rapper Megan Thee Stallion turned to Spiro when she was sued by a cameraman for sexual harassment earlier this year.
He hails from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which is certainly a great place to start.
Spiro is also a personal friend and confidant of billionaire Elon Musk and was heavily involved with Musk's takeover of Twitter and its relaunch as X. New York Attorney Jeremy Salan knows Spiro from his days as a Manhattan prosecutor. He tells me that an impressive client resume weighs little in a courtroom, despite a winning track record.
So you have to be cognizant of where you are and who you're before. And if you have that sort of celebrity view, that doesn't help you. And if you walk in there like you own the place, you may impress your client for a brief period of time, but it ain't going to work in anyone's courtroom and before any judge.
As the indictment alleges, Mayor Adams engaged in a long-running conspiracy.
Yo, Chad, on a regular work week, if he works 40 hours at $2,200 an hour, that's $88,000 a week. Yo, lawyers be getting it, bro. $88,000 a week. And by the way, that's probably just his hourly rate, right? Like if his law firm, like he probably owns his law firm or he's a partner, if they're representing you, you're going to have to be paying mad other fees. That's just for him. Then you probably got to pay fees for paralegals. You got to pay fees for these other people who are doing, transcribe, like all these other shit. So just kind of show you how lawyers really be getting it. I know y'all be saying these rappers got the bag, but y'all want to see the bag? $2,200 an hour, 40 hours a week. That's if he has 40 billable hours in terms of representation. $88,000. And what they do with lawyers, if they always round up, so they go in increments of half an hour or an hour. So if he gets on the phone, talks for 10 minutes with the prosecutor, he bills you for $1,100. He bills you for 30 minutes. And if he talks for 31 minutes, he bills you the whole $2,200. That's just how they go. It's crazy. They fucking send you trust me, I'll be seeing this shit. I'll be like, yo, god damn. What the fuck? Lawyers be getting it, bro.
And bringing corruption cases to trial has long been a focus for Damian Williams, the Southern District of New York U.S. Attorney who indicted Adams earlier this week.
This is why, I know we didn't play this, but this is why my man G Herbo responded to his lawyer saying he owes him $237,000. He said, damn it, nigga, I paid y'all $1 million. I ain't even go to trial. Listen to this.
So instead of like writing one of those big long paragraphs when people issue statements, I figure I'd rather just talk about it on video. And I wish I didn't even have to address this kind of stuff because I don't know if I could avoid talking about stuff publicly, or if I could avoid any kind of public perception of my personal life and my business, I would do the opposite. But anyway, I want to address this lawsuit and my greedy, shiesty ass law firm, Prince Lobo, that I hired. First of all, I paid y'all $1 million. $1 million. I think a little over $1 million. But this invoice of what y'all suing me for put y'all well over $1 million. And I didn't even go to trial. I pled guilty. I pled guilty to something I had minor a little.
Now, I'll tell you how getting, like, you know, usually decent law firms work. They'll see a situation. They'll take a retainer to just handle it, right? To just, okay, we'll respond. And they usually tell you this is a retainer to file whatever paperwork on your behalf. But then they usually have a different retainer that they need if you're going to trial. And if also another retainer, if they have to handle any appeal things for you, then they have another retainer if you got to get an investigator. So all you keep saying, yo, lawyers, trust me, lawyers probably be like, yeah, keep suing. They probably don't give a fuck who gets sued. Yeah, keep all that suing shit going. And usually how it works, right, with a retainer, say the retainer is $20,000, right? They'll tell you it's just. I mean, I would hope y'all. Well, I hope not. I don't know about too much about hiring lawyers, but they'll have initial fee and then they'll have a certain amount. Like say for the $20,000, they'll be like, hey, they'll give you their billable hours of everybody in their office, which means the person who prints the shit out, the person who looks up the whatever, even they got a fee. Everybody got a fee. The main lawyers, they have the biggest fee, which is Alex Spiro is going to be $2,200. Now, what happens is they have a person who's billing it every time they work on your case. Say the $20,000 gets to 10. Usually they have an amount which they're going to say that's a replenish amount. Anytime, so you give them $20,000, right? They start working. They bill. Once it gets past 10,000, or it gets to a certain threshold, they then hit you and say, hey, we need you to refresh the retainer. You know why they do that? To make sure they don't have to ever sue somebody. They usually operate off money you overpaid rather than money you have to pay later. They don't do work for IOUs. You pay them a retainer, they work off of that. Once they get to a replenishment amount, they start telling you, hey, send some extra money because we're getting into the emergency fund. That's like the emergency fund. Obviously, they're dealing with a celebrity client who might be strapped for cash. He was going for, wire fraud. Apparently, they told him that, banks were going to refuse his business. So, like, it was hard for him to really put his money where he needed to. Apparently, then, maybe they started working off of, okay, you'll pay us after this is done type shit. But even then, it went to a plea.
Little involvement in the first place. And I only had my name on 5 pages of discovery. So out of the million or whatever pages of discovery that y'all read, because that's what y'all want to do so y'all could charge me by the hour, my name was only on 5 pages of this shit. Only on 5 pages of discovery. I went into the courtroom pleading guilty, and I was able to walk out of the courtroom and be with my family, remain free based off of mitigation. And for those who don't know what mitigation is basically an argument based upon who I am as a person, the community work and the stuff that I do in the community, and who I am as a man, as a father, the mental health work that I do in the community. I didn't catch a case and start doing that shit. I was doing this before I caught the case. So basically I went into the courtroom and was able to walk home free based off who I am as a person. My lawyers ain't even really do shit. You know how to, like, when people catch cases and they beat the case. And they take pictures with their lawyer like, oh, thank you. I didn't have to do that because I pled guilty to the shit.
Shit. My bad. What I'm saying is that, the other way they do this is they'll show you a standard. Sometimes they might do a flat fee. Especially if they think it's not going to go to trial, or maybe they're working on a situation that you might be charged, or whatever the case is. They might do a flat fee, but then they might start giving you a fee if they got to work out a plea, or they got to submit stuff to court, or whatever the case is. So I don't know how this actually came down. Lawyers are pretty tough to beat with this type of shit. Like, if you've ever been to a lawyer's office, their office look fucking fantastic. It's kind of like going to a casino. You know how the casino get built, right? By taking money from you, right? They're not in the losing business. Same with these lawyers, right?
I didn't have to go to trial, and my argument was who I am as a person and the likeliness that that'll never happen again.
Here's the thing. Nothing what he's saying matters in the lawyer billing him, right? Yeah, you might have lucked up, right? Put it like this. If you paid a law firm to represent you, right? It could even be anything. The cops randomly, like, say somebody got killed. The cops say they want to talk to you, right? Hey, we want to talk to you. Could you come down to the station? We want to talk to you. You get a lawyer. Your lawyer says, oh, man, you talk to the lawyer. By the way, I learned a trick, too. Actually, I won't say this because I'm going to keep this one for myself. Not trick, but I learned a thing a lawyer asks you, and really, they're just sizing you up to know, because a lawyer is just like a rapper. Like, that 2,200 you're seeing, that 2,200 is not for everybody, okay? Jay-Z probably pays Alex Spiro a flat rate. Why? When Jay-Z cases come up, he pushes his other cases to the side. If you're a regular client, you pay $2,200. Jay-Z might have him on $1 million or a $2 million retainer each year. Might have him as legal counsel for Rock Nation. So when Rock Nation stuff come up, his regular clients, shoot, get out of here, move. So again, it definitely differs. And here's the thing. A lawyer won't be like, oh shit, all right, say they go sit down with you and y'all listen to the detective. They're like, oh yeah, we think you might be involved in a murder. Say that it's like, oh shit, you're not, you gave some information or whatever, and you're not involved. Oh, you're in Hawaii, cool, you're not. Say you paid that lawyer like $10,000 for him to do that with you. He don't be like, oh shit, since they didn't charge you, here's your $10,000 back. No, nigga. That's why they usually try to do a deal with you. It'll be like, hey, yo, we'll deal with all the back and forth with the detective, and be your middleman, $10,000. You go in there one time and be like, oh shit, my bad, we actually called in the wrong person. That lawyer is not giving you that back, bro. So like, I think G Herbo's making a point to say, bro, we didn't even go to trial. Why did I pay you so much? And I bet the lawyers are going to be like, you could have gone to trial. You could have, a lawyer once said this. They say they charge a client based on how much they think their freedom is worth to them. Think about that. Like, yo, how much is your freedom worth to you? How much is Diddy's freedom worth to him? So for a regular client, he's charging this. For you, you're getting some other prices.
First of all, and second of all, let me touch on, I'm glad this shit over with so I can speak on it. I don't know how to do fraud. I was fighting a case for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and identity theft. I ain't never did fraud a day in my fucking life. I don't even know how to work my phone. I don't know how to work a computer. I went to jail for paying a nigga hundreds of thousands of dollars to do shit for goods and services when I was 18 years old. I was a fucking kid. I was 18, 19 years old, paying a nigga $20,000 for a jet, $15,000 for a crib, thousands of dollars for cars, rental cars and shit, and he doing that shit illegally. That ain't had nothing to do with me. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was a fucking kid. I had money already. I wasn't going to steal from people.
Lawyers do take advantage of people who are, again, you walked in that law office, and trust me, you probably had your chains on. Trust me, they sized you up. Oh, okay. Yo, you know what lawyers will do? Oh, damn, that's a nice watch. What type of watch is that? Oh, wow, that's that rare AP. Presidential? Oh, that's like 80,000. Nigga not complimenting. The nigga's looking like, all right, I'm better tax your stupid ass. That's what, trust me, lawyers do that.
I wasn't stealing people's credit cards and taking their identity to go further my career or do something to help me. Like, be for real. So, anyways, let's touch back on this subject. Also, y'all misinformed me that I would even be debanked, that I was going to get debanked and banks wouldn't even allow my business anymore after I fought this case. So on top of that, I had to get big ass checks sent back to me and then figure out which bank gonna take me so I could put the money that I already have in the bank. And I can't even make no new money. I got millions of dollars in deals on the table right now that I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the checks that I have already and where they gonna send these new wires, because y'all misinformed me that I would lose business and be debanked behind this shit. So not only did y'all overcharge me, y'all misinformed me, y'all misrepresented me, and y'all took advantage of me. And y'all think just because I'm young and black and successful and I'm an artist that I'm uneducated. Like, I don't know right from wrong. I should have never paid $1 million to y'all in the first place.
See, that's where you're wrong. Again, he's looking at this to say, by the way, here's the thing. G Herbo, granted, it's clear like he didn't have that much culpability because they gave him a really light plea. They gave him probation, right? When even the prosecutor wanted him to serve a year and a day in jail. Here's the thing about this, right? With G Herbo, what did I tell you are like, there's like 5 cardinal sin charges where once you get him, you're going to jail. Also, to get defended on those things, you're going to have to pay a pretty penny. Here's a few. And well, I'll name the ones that usually they give you because you just can't get out of. Obviously, RICO. They hit you with a RICO, can't get out of. If they hit you, and sometimes sex trafficking could be part of RICO, but if they hit you with a standalone sex trafficking, that's hard too because you flew out a chick, you promised her something, yeah. Then the third one is wire fraud, right? And wire fraud is what get all the scammers. So all the creeps get sex trafficking, all the killers and drug dealers get RICO, but all the scammers get wire fraud. He was in the scammer category. They gave him wire fraud, right? Stolen credit cards, bought designer puppies, $500,000 vacation in Jamaica, private jets, blah, blah, blah. Somehow, I guess the evidence doesn't bear out that he's that much responsible. They give him a deal. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure his lawyer probably was trumping it up to him while describing what could go down with this wire fraud case, that it made sense for him to charge him an arm and a leg. Now, granted, G Herbo is, young guys from Chicago, got some money. Shit, so that's why sometimes you might have to have a consultation with a few different attorneys because, shit, yeah, this one looked like they got over on you. But here's the thing. Pretty much if any lawyer going to try to get over you, if they think that your freedom is in their hands, even if they think they don't get you to beat it or not, they're trying to move the money from your account to theirs, truthfully.
Everybody on my team advised me to sue y'all for excessive billing, but I never did that. So now y'all suing me because y'all greedy and money hungry.
You should sue them for excessive billing then.
And y'all feel like I owe y'all $230,000, which I don't feel like I owe y'all shit. But if y'all would have reached out to my team before issuing this public lawsuit, we would have paid y'all. We'd have got.
That don't make sense. I don't feel like I owed it, but if y'all reached out to my team, I would have paid it. Does not make sense. You either owe it or you don't. If you don't owe it, don't pay it. If you owe it, pay it. Now, I feel like he's bringing in the public embarrassment part of it to say, now you're embarrassing me. And you're hurting my brand, which affects my ability to make money. So now I kind of don't want to pay y'all. So maybe I just have to go to court with y'all again. But then remember, you're just going to pay another law firm to go against them. So you're constantly paying a lawyer, no matter who it is.
That's to the bottom of it. And my team would have informed y'all that y'all didn't tell me that I would be debanked. So now I got to figure out where to put all my fucking money. Where to put my money and where to receive my new money to even pay y'all in the first place. That's crazy to me. But I just wanted to speak about it publicly because people get the wrong message and they get, shit'll go through loopholes and people will look like, oh yeah, I stole or I'm in the wrong. I honestly am not in the wrong. Y'all misinformed me, y'all misrepresented me, y'all took advantage of me. I paid y'all $1 million, I didn't go to trial. It's people who fight murder charges that didn't have to pay $1 million to their attorney.
I will say this though. Listen, with law and attorneys, you pay for what you get. You get what you pay for. I'm going to be honest with you, $1 million is an exorbitant amount of money. But trust me, you could get a $30,000 attorney to take care of your wire fraud case, but you're going to jail. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, do you want to get the $2,200 an hour guy? Yeah, he don't lose. He got all the connections, but he costs a lot.
I don't know, but it is what it is. I'm going to deal with it.
My team gonna deal with it. It's not really affecting my day-to-day life. The only thing that I'm bothered by is the fact that I'm having millions of dollars on hold because I got to figure out which banks to take me because y'all didn't tell me that I would be debanked because of this. And I had no involvement in the case. Y'all knew I had no involvement in this case. Y'all know I don't do fraud. I never done fraud in my life. And I'm suffering from this shit because I didn't tell on a nigga, because I didn't snitch. That's the reason why I'm fighting this case, because I didn't tell on a nigga. But it is what it is, man. And I wanted to just issue this public statement because I see it's going viral everywhere. And my fans, you know, I feel like they deserve a statement from me behind this, because I'm not going to run off on a $230,000 bill. I already paid y'all $1 million. And I didn't even know that y'all was about to issue this public lawsuit. And I'm innocent. I didn't even do shit, but it's all good.
I'll say this, man. G Herbo seems in desperate need of a business manager. You know, a lot of times these days, these rappers feel like they don't need managers, and some are smart enough that they could do business and also be an artist, be an entertainer, performer, and everything else they got to be. And then some people just need a manager, and need a manager that they trust, and not your homeboy from the hood that used to be the drug dealer on the block. You need to hire real professional help, and unfortunately, this is why like companies like Roc Nation even exist. Because when you do need professional management who's gonna handle all those things, shit, you call them what you want. They're gonna at least try to do it beneficial to whatever your situation is. Now you're gonna have to pay them 20% or 30% in some cases, you know, depending on how much leverage they have on your whole everything you're making. But you won't have these problems. Like this just seems unorganized. This seems like you don't really have a team. You said your last team made you sign a deal and there was lost wages and money got scammed by the Machine Entertainment Group. Now we're hearing that, oh, you had no idea you owed your lawyer. Sounds like you're busy making money and doing stuff as an artist. Congratulations to you, G Herbo, but you need somebody who you trust, who you really trust, because it feels like you don't have people you trust, and it feels like you don't have the proper handle of what's going on with your business. All right? Yo, chat, I do got to run, man. I got to run. I got a bunch of stuff to do. I'll be back on tomorrow. I do love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys became a member, appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, King Academics, the Academy, definitely Twitch. I think Rumble didn't pop off today, but we'll get it back on next time, and even Facebook. Chat, I got to run. Unfortunately, I'm out of here.